All right, shalom. All right, first and foremost, I'm going to start off by giving all praises and immense glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders of Great Millstone who taught us this truth. Sincere shalom to the hopeful elect. All right, and we out here another weekend, okay, to prophesy the downfall of America, okay, because America is going to be destroyed through thermonuclear destruction, thus said the Bible, okay? But for this topic right here, we're going to get into, the man in question, all right? The superstar himself, Esau Edom, all right? We're going to totally exhaust his identity, okay? And we're going to line it up with biblical prophecy on who he is, what he was sent here to do, okay? And what's his real purpose on the earth. Because a lot of people have been bamboozled into thinking that Esau, okay, which is the Caucasians, all right? A lot of people have been bamboozled to think that the Caucasian race, all right, are just pretty much regular people. Okay, they're God-fearing people because, America has put this narrative out that the so-called white man and the so-called white woman are good God-fearing people, but really they're Satanists. Okay, they were born on the planet Earth to believe in the spiritual demon Satan and do his bidding. Okay, and first things first, it starts off with the global elites of the Caucasian race. Okay, the elite banking families. All right, the Rockefellers, DuPonts. All right, because I was watching a video yesterday, and I was binge watching a whole bunch of Illuminati videos, and, and secret society videos and stuff like that. And they said in the video, Illuminati is nothing but an umbrella term. That's just a term that they gave people to sensationalize, right, so they could make fun of. But really, who really runs the scenes are bloodlines. Okay, it's bloodlines that run the scenes, all right, and primarily the Edomites, okay, the Caucasian race bloodline, the elite families, all right, of the Caucasian race, okay, and a lot of people don't understand why they're implementing wickedness in the world in such a degree. It's because that's what they were set up to do, all right, from the very beginning. Esau Edom, okay, was set up to bring confusion into the world. Okay, he represents the serpent in the garden. What did the serpent do when the serpent talked to Eve? The serpent brought confusion, okay, and helped bring death into the world. All right, that movie Oppenheimer, okay, that damn devil, okay, that created that nuclear bomb. That nigga said it. He said, "I am the harbinger of death." That was an Edomite. The nigga said, "I am the harbinger of death." Okay, so that's who Esau is. He is the harbinger of death. He is the individual that's going to introduce wickedness to the forefront. All right, so let's go ahead and get Genesis 25.
This is Genesis 25 and verse, I'll start at 21. And Isaac entreated the Lord for his wife because she was barren, and the Lord was entreated of him, and Rebekah, his wife, conceived.
Now, real quick, what a lot of people don't know, I'm going to give you a Bible secret. Isaac was actually who you call the Lord and Savior. Our Lord and Savior, Yahushai. He was him in the reincarnation. Okay, get Matthew 1:1 real quick. Right, just prove that real quick. So that shows you that Esau's setup, his rise to power was spiritual from the beginning. Our Lord and Savior himself brought him into the world to bring destruction and wickedness into the planet. Right? It wasn't by mistake. It wasn't just no ordinary person that just brought this devil into the world. It was Yahushai, right? You got it?
Yeah.
Oh, you got it.
But I'll just back you up. When you go into Revelations 20, it talks about that angel that came down from heaven, having the key to the bottomless pit, that he had great chain in his hand. And that goes to what he said. It's all spiritual because that angel was Yahushai, and that bottomless pit is talking about Europe being the bottomless pit because it's not a geographical landmass known for resources. There's a reason why when you go eastern, they call it the Fertile Crescent, like the Mid-East, Africa, then you do in Africa. But Europe is not favorable when it comes to natural resources, so that's the bottomless pit. And that chain that was put upon the dragon as it goes into the devil, the serpent, Esau, Edom, was slavery, okay, being brought down to a lower state. You know, then it actually in the third verse, it talks about him coming back out of that state. Okay, that's all through the spiritual workings, which that was the Renaissance period. He talked about the elites. Well, the elites lineage actually goes back. Apostle Gabar was going into that. It's not documented because they've been hiding themselves, but it goes back to the Borgia family. Yep. That famous picture of Jesus Christ you have, that was an actual wicked-ass Edomite, so-called white man that lived. That's not the true Messiah. You know, that goes back to the Renaissance period. During the fall, because you Negroes, you ruled Europe for 1,000 years, which these people don't even know that. The medieval times, all of that history you give to the so-called weak-ass white man, the biblical Edomite, that was you Negroes.
That's why they call it the Dark Ages.
Yeah.
Because it was dark people ruling in that time period.
And this is fact. You got books, you got Russian icons, you got all kind of fucking museums with the actual paintings and stuff proving that. So these devils have lied to everybody, and you people going around worshiping the so-called white man when really his only history is to murder and steal everybody else's shit. But all of the richest history comes from Israelites.
That's right.
You ever wonder why they don't talk about a certain time period? Like, why is it that, you know, in history they just skip 1,000 years? You know, you don't get taught that. You know, you get taught from the Renaissance period on, and anything before that. Greeks, you know, Greeks.
They don't.
You know, they don't talk about it.
Israel, they don't even speak about that. Forget about that.
It's all about Edomites. Anytime the educational system is all about Edomites.
The white nigga highlight book.
Yeah, that's all it is.
The white nigga highlight.
You got it. Yeah. This proves right here that Isaac was Yahushua. But
this is Matthew 1:1. The book of the generation of Yahushua HaMashiach.
Yeah, the book of the generation of Yahushua HaMashiach, right? Genealogy, right? It's going to tell you Yahushua's genealogy. Go ahead.
The son of David.
The son of David, because Yahushua was Solomon. Go ahead.
The son of Abraham.
The son of Abraham. So it's telling you who's the son of Abraham? Isaac. So it's telling you right there that Yahushua was reincarnated as those two individuals in the scriptures, man. Solomon and Isaac. Right? So I just wanted to prove that real quick, right? Just to prove that, hey, Esau's beginning, it was spiritual, right? It wasn't by mistake. It wasn't just like some random nigga, bug out nigga in the woods just had him and, you know what I mean? It just somehow happened. He just became who he is today. No, the Lord had to come down here and usher him in himself. Like, okay, I'm going to set the pathway for him because it's prophecy that he's supposed to rule the world at some point. Right? Go ahead. So you go back to Genesis.
Back in Genesis 25 and verse 22, it says, "And the children struggled together within her, and she said, If it be so, why am I thus?"
Yeah, the children struggled together. All right? Jacob and Esau, okay, struggled together in the room. And can you get that word struggle? Real quick, somebody get that word. Is that Genesis 25? Genesis 25 and 22, because you need to understand that's a big understanding of why Israelites will never be able to get on the same vibration as the so-called white man. Even though you Negro, Latino, and Native Americans, you want to be the so-called white man and the white woman so bad, but you'll never encapsulate, okay, that true vibration of who Esau is, right? Because even from the beginning, you struggled with him in the womb. Israelites and Esau were always meant to be opposition to one another from the beginning. Okay? So this is nothing of coincidence. When the so-called white man put you Negroes in chattel slavery, okay, that wasn't by coincidence. That's because he has a deep hatred for you Negroes, man. All right? He has a deep hatred for you Latinos. He has a deep hatred for you Native Americans. Because what? You struggled with him in the womb. He never liked you.
The word struggle, I don't know this last Hebrew character. All I see is the Ra Tazar. I don't know, I forget that last character. But what it means is discourage, to bruise, to break, crush, struggle together. Let me see right here. Oppress.
Oppress, that's
grievously oppressed.
Yeah, oppress, right? Because the so-called white man is always trying to oppress you Israelites, man.
That's his spirit.
That's his spirit. That's why he was fighting. That's why they was fighting in the womb, because Esau was trying to oppress Jacob in the womb. Like, nah, motherfucker, I'm going out first, now fuck you. You know what I mean? He was fighting with Jacob already. You know what I mean? You got it.
And Jake think You think you free from you got out of shadow of slavery, but the problem is now you fast forward to now and look at your household. Look at the black woman. Look at the Israelite, starting with the Negro, the top tribe of Israel. Look at all their households. I've been on social media all week, and I'm so vexed because it's true, but the divide between the man and the woman is terrible. But at the same time, I love it because these jakes are waking up to the black woman. But look at the household. It's not even reasoning no more. No. It's just an all-out war between the gender, our children. I take that very offensive, man. This is our livelihood, you know what I'm saying? That's the so-called white man. You want to be the so-called white man so much that you don't even know you've adopted his philosophies, man. And it's destroyed us as a nation. Black woman got the wig on, fat. The average fucking black woman is just a fat, lazy, getting a college degree.
And she got a blonde wig on too, trying to be the white woman.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because the black woman, her hair is like my hair. You know what I mean? I probably got the longest hair here, but her hair is supposed to be like my hair, and she's supposed to let it shine. You know what I mean? Woolly hair. You know what I mean? But what is the black woman running around doing? She's running around with hair like Anna Kendrick. You know what I mean? Like that bitch from Twilight. She's trying to get that stringy, wet dog hair. For what? What do you want that hair for? Because she's envious of the so-called white woman, man. All right?
That shit don't even match.
It don't even match. She looked like a fucking retard with that shit running around like that, man.
Hey, Job, in the ancient world, Job and the rest of the nations knew. It talks about how the Edomite, the so-called white man, was chased away from among men. They cried after him as a thief. Because everybody knew this is the basis of all men, as the scriptures say. These so-called white people, they don't bathe with towels, man. You know, a lot of this stuff is coming out. They don't bathe every day. They don't, you know what I'm saying? They don't believe in using a washcloth. These niggas are stupid. Yeah. Edomites are sincerely stupid. Here it is. This is their society, and they don't even know what's going on in their own society. The elite of their own people have them in slavery. They ain't even caught on to it. Yeah. Idiots.
And our people have been bamboozled and brainwashed by the so-called white man's philosophy. You know what I'm saying? Your true heritage goes back to the Bible. Now you have our women and our men living this progressive bullshit lifestyle, looking very strange.
Being a base.
Very strange. You seen that right there? That black woman right there.
Yeah, she colored her hair. Hey, I remember back in the day, man. The white one. It was the white woman's thing to like dye her hair purple, green, and yellow and shit.
She got a shirt that shows she's a cat lady.
Yeah.
You already know she's fucked up.
It's a very base mindset.
She got all of her shots up to date, for sure.
Oh yeah, you're a fucking idiot. Hey, but that's because our people they follow the so-called white man. The black woman want to be the white man, the white woman. The black man want to be the white man. He in corporate America shucking and jiving at the office, bald face. You know what I mean? Trying to be accepted. He the only one there with a darker skin tone than everybody in the office, but he trying hard to be accepted. You know?
You know, with a bald head and a bald face.
Always smiling, nigga.
Fucking Egyptian.
Read this.
Yeah.
Micah 2 and verse 10, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted, it shall destroy you, even with the sword destruction.
Yeah, you Israelites, man, you should have took this scripture into mind, man. All right? You should have took this scripture into mind, all right? Arise ye and depart. Okay, you supposed to depart from this American lifestyle. Okay, this is the same lifestyle that was whipping you niggas, and they did some horrendous things to you Israelites in slavery, man. All right? They did some shit to y'all, man, that is still affecting you today. Some deep, dark trauma, witchcraft, homosexual shit, man. Rape your kids in front of you, rape your wife in front of you, cut your rod off, feed your baby to an alligator right in front of you. Esau had you niggas fully locked down, okay, and beat the goddamn spirit out of you, man. All right? So why are you Negro Latinos? Why are you still attached to this shit? Why are you? You know what I mean? This place ain't never done you no good.
That's why so many Jake on Skid Row. I mean, they wicked as hell as judgment, but a lot of so-called dark-skinned black people, they already know. Like, in the back of their mind, I ain't about to be working for these motherfuckers. You go on these jobs, these motherfuckers just torment your ass. You know? Especially if you're around a bunch of clown-ass fucking heathens. So a lot of these motherfuckers, they, you know, Jake, we got a way about us. Even the scriptures say that we're, you know, when we was rebuilding the temple, okay, coming out of exile in Babylon, you know, the other nations got mad because under the Persians, they allowed us to go back and build our temple. But what did they say? These people are rebellious. There's a certain level of rebellion that our people have. You know, we're the salt of the earth.
Right.
We should be able to be ourselves, really.
Yeah.
Not everything Jake do is wicked, but this world demonizes him, this devil. That's why he's known as the false accuser. You know, but now it's a norm to be a base human being among the women of our nation, among the men, and now everybody. It's cool to be base and stupid,
Yeah.
doing stupid shit all the
They
time.
get that from Esau.
They get that from Esau.
Esau's a caveman.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's a caveman. Really, this is a caveman's life. This is a caveman's heaven. You come out the caves and build this shit and have a Starbucks nearby.
And have a smoke break on lunch.
Yep.
Smoke break on the other on your break.
Because a caveman is already dirty and down, and he's a scoundrel.
He's a
So yeah,
homosexual.
this is an upgrade to a caveman. This is heaven to a caveman. And you Israelites, you got caught up in that shit. Now you're a homosexual.
Dreads.
Now you're satisfied with the bare minimum bullshit. You know what I mean? Go ahead. Back in Genesis.
It's back in Genesis 25, finishing off 22, and it says, and she went to inquire of the Lord. It says, and the Lord said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb, 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels.
Yeah, 2 nations are in our separated. All right, key word, separated, man. You're supposed to be separated, all right, from these other nations, and most definitely Esau, man. Okay, most definitely these Caucasians.
We like the women.
Yeah. No, you got.
We like the Caucasian woman. Let's just
Yeah.
make that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put that down there.
You know what I'm
But
saying?
she
Put
ain't
that
nothing
like
but a
this.
bed wench.
She's a she devil, but you know.
Yeah, but you know, she ain't nothing but a bed wench.
Yeah.
But the black woman is not supposed to, you know what I mean, as royalty as she's supposed to be, she's not supposed to stoop down to the Edomite woman's level. The Edomite woman is a bed wench.
Yeah.
She's a raging cheerleading whore.
Yeah.
Right? And the black woman is not supposed to stoop down to her level. You know what I mean? And start, okay, now I'm gonna dye my hair. You know what I mean? Now I'm gonna walk up in this job interview, you know, and act like I'm, put on my white woman voice.
They took away, the society has taken away you black and Latina women's power, which is ultimately to be shamefaced, to be quiet. They taught you to be strong with a big mouth.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And that's not cute. You know, here it is, you're walking around with more testosterone than the average homosexual. You know? Loud, won't shut up, always argumentative. You know what I'm saying? Always putting your 2 cents in shit and thinking you're right. That's not right.
That's why the Heavenly Father gave us a law, which was supposed to be our wisdom in the sight of the nations, as the scripture said. It goes into that in Deuteronomy. Don't assert authority over a man. The Israelite woman has laws how she's supposed to govern herself. You know, it used to be strange for the black woman to even consider porn and shit. It didn't that didn't even look right. You know, back in the day. But now the so-called black woman, you've turned into the white woman. That was always known among the so-called the white woman as being an all-out whore.
Yeah, that Grecian Roman.
Oh yeah, yeah. Hey, you watch that show Spartacus. I used to watch that heavy, and in that show, they showed you the white woman was a hoe. They used to organize shit to where the white woman she would have full-on orgies, and she'd organize it. She would organize it secretly. They showed you in the show. You know what I mean? The Edomite woman would grab one of the gladiators and then have an orgy with him.
And then
And she had a husband.
Yeah.
She was married to one of the senators.
I saw a Roman biography, or what do they call it? Documentary, where these Roman women were sleeping with these different senators to get, a place in power.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That sounds like our women today.
Yeah.
You know, they'll go and get a job and sleep with the supervisor and then the manager, you know what I'm saying? And then the CEO or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And here it is, they're trying to get some type of power, some type of position.
They used to have the Roman bathhouse. In the Roman bathhouse, you look that up. The Roman bathhouse is where it was just a bunch of Edomites running around naked, all of them grown men, just walking around past each other naked, giving each other high fives, sipping wine, having sex with the woman right in front of everybody. What kind of sick ass shit is that? But that's Esau's track record, and that's what you Israelites have become.
And that's a heathen.
Yeah.
That's a heathen custom. The worship of women, putting a woman on a pedestal. That's a heathen custom. These heathens did that in the ancient world. And you look at it now, who did feminism really affect now? It's really the Israelite
Yeah.
woman. The white woman, cool. She's a whore. She gonna do what she wants. She's still getting married. She's still. They through too. Don't get it wrong. But who is it really? It's really the Israelite woman that has taken that and just destroyed. At the same time, you saying you need a man because you through, you tired of working, but you have not one attribute. You still conflicted on just to shut the fuck up.
Yeah, you asking for equal pay, but you working you're a fucking servant. You know, no skill whatsoever.
I mean, somebody gonna come through, take care of you, help you, your children. That's from another man, by the way. You still can't just shut the fuck up. So you rather die, huh? That's bugged out.
Yeah,
I mean, I wish I had somebody just come through. I'm gonna kick back.
Yeah.
Oh, you pay the bills, yeah.
You know, and the Edomite woman. That's how you know. That's how you know the Edomite woman. That when the Edomite woman started feminism, okay, she didn't get destroyed. You know, the Edomite woman was like, hey, this is cool. You know, she felt liberated. She didn't feel destroyed. She was liberated because that's who she was from the beginning.
And I think that the woman who created Vogue said that she created Vogue to pretty much push forth that feminist agenda. You know, and it was targeted to the Israelite woman.
Yeah.
To break the household up. To break the household up, he gave her everything she needed. EBT, the government check, he gave her everything she needed so she could be independent. And everything's supposed to be equal when it comes down to splitting the rent. She wants you to pay.
Yeah.
Right, they gave 911. Because back in the day, they wouldn't come out when you put your woman in check. Like back in the day, when Jake had multiple wives, and my mom was just breaking that down. And she was being a feminist as she was talking to me, but I had to respect my great-grandmother and my grandmother because she was actually bolstering them up. She was telling me how my great-great-grandmother, called her Big Mama, she said she had a husband, but he never lived at the crib because he had another wife. And she didn't necessarily agree with it. And so when my mother was telling me, she asked her Big Mama one day, why you don't do nothing to him? Like, how he got another woman? Like, on that feminist shit, she said that my great-grandmother, my great-great told her, look, we don't do that. I'm gonna still fix him some food. I know he got a whole other family. This is what we do. And I had to commend that. I'm like, well, shit. She didn't agree with it, but she wasn't gonna hit him and yell that or, you know, still cook for him. Shit, it's your house.
Bit of pride.
You know?
See, because the white woman has taught the black woman to never bite your pride. But the white woman is biting her pride. That's why the white woman is married. That's why she got kids. With the black woman running around here single, you know what I mean? She running around here single, still looking for a nut. Right? So everything, that's what Esau been doing to our people. Esau, he makes Jake go off, but he don't do it. Here, eat this goddamn chicken nugget. Esau do eat chicken nuggets and shit, but where do you normally see Esau is like, Esau be eating at like vegan restaurants.
The best of the chicken nuggets.
He eat the best. He eat the best of the best. But he tell Jake, hey, go get them chicken nuggets. Be a whore. Be a faggot. Be a fucking, you know what I mean? Be this, be that. Smoke weed.
That's true, bro.
But Esau don't do that. Esau don't be running around with a do-rag and shit.
That's true.
I got
They got their diets on point.
Yeah.
I saw this house I'm working at. She buying her husband cold pressed juice.
Yeah.
Them bitches is $5 for a little thing like that.
Yeah.
She got him a whole rack for the week.
Yeah, the Edomite woman take care of her man.
Yup.
Let me bring this priest since we're talking about it. Habakkuk 2 and 15, we always bring this out. Woe, which means destruction, unto him that giveth his neighbor drink, that puttest thy bottle to him, and makest him drunken, that thou mayest look on their nakedness. That's what these Edomites, the so-called white man, did to our people. He got them drunk off his philosophies, and now he's able to stand back and say, look at these criminals, look at these bugged out ass black women, but you accepted it though, you took the drink, you know?
Esau got your woman on music videos, busting her shit wide open. And the Edomite women don't do that. Edomite women, female musicians, you ever notice they're always like innocent? You ever notice Edomite female musicians are always have like innocent, they always got a dress, Taylor Swift and all these other, you know, they're still girly girls. Because Esau, he don't allow his woman to do that. He's not gonna allow his woman to do that, but he gonna tell, okay, Ice Spice, get your ass, Megan Thee Stallion. That's him putting that bottle to Jake's mouth and saying, go ahead and drink, and got everybody looking at Jake's nakedness, man.
And then they set up like them white, so-called white-looking females like Iggy Azalea for the Israelite foreigners. They set up the Israelite foreigners.
You can get in too.
Yeah.
Because that drink, that's actually philosophies, but we just didn't break it down and go into other precepts. And that nakedness is shame. It's a shameful thing according to our law, Israelite customs. What's going on? We naked and shaking your ass. You know, that shows the state and the decay of our nation, you know. But I got another one real quick. Because I know was you just trying to move on?
Y'all, you still won't be on that, but if you got one.
Yeah, this Habakkuk, let me just get it because it makes sense. Habakkuk 2:9. Woe, meaning destruction to him that coveteth an evil covetousness to his house, that he may set his nest on high, that he may be delivered from the power of evil. And that's what we're talking about. The so-called white man's getting our people drunk in the whole world so that he could deliver his people, you know, but hey, they catching it too. But let me bring this last one. This is Habakkuk 2:5. Yea, also because he transgresseth by wine. Yeah, his own way, his philosophy. Okay? That's how he transgresses against our people and against the Heavenly Father. He is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire is hell. This is hell. The condition of these people, these women, is pure hell. Okay? Because women and men, they come together to have nations and have children and raise and instruct those children. This shit is a free-for-all. It says, and is as death, and it equals death. You got kidnapping going all throughout the society, underground sex rings, organ harvesting. It all goes back to society, man. Okay?
And who's at the spearhead of all of this madness? It's Esau. All right? You can look up any billion-dollar organization, look up the CEO of any billion-dollar organization. It's always Esau that's going to pop up. Who controls the NBA? Esau. Who controls the NFL? Esau. Amazon, Esau.
You open up the lesson saying, you went into the elites. You could sum it up. BlackRock and Vanguard are two corporations that all these societies, you know, all these the families, they hide behind those corporations. They own everything. Every grocery store, every NBA team, everything goes back to the devil, the so-called white man. Let me just finish it right here. It says, and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. I want to look up that word heapeth really, but that's the point. He wants everybody like Nimrod in Genesis 11. He wants everybody to come up under the banner of his mindset, being a degenerate. You go back to ancient Rome, they was homosexuals. They was big time homosexuals. That's why it's like this in this society. So-called white man is a natural, he's a murderous homosexual. He's a natural homosexual, man. Ancient Greece and Rome was nothing but homosexuality, man.
Well, they show you on the statues.
That ain't cool.
That ain't nothing cool about that.
And then her father ain't even gonna correct it.
Hey,
He's a faggot, man.
Hey, they show you that on the statues and the portraits. What they got Esau doing on them Grecian and Roman statues and shit. Niggas is upside down, sucking each other off and shit. That shows you what them niggas was doing back in them days, right? And they was forcing Jake to do that shit. They was forcing Jake to do that shit under the guise of their gods. And what God now has Esau giving you niggas today? He's giving you Jesus Christ. He's giving you the God of self, the God of astrology,
science,
Scientology, right?
Faggot shit.
Faggot shit. You know what I mean? And it's got you niggas turned out. It got you niggas doing the same shit all over again, man. Destroying yourself, man.
Hollywood is a major one for these people.
Yeah, oh yeah. That's a god. Yep. Hollywood is a god, and that's controlled by the Baphomet demon. All right, because the Baphomet demon is the gender fluid demon. All right, that's why everybody in Hollywood is gender fluid and just, you know, flexible with their sexuality. And now look at the women. Women are walking around with big ass jeans. Men are walking around with little ass shorts and pants. All because of Hollywood, because they listen to the god of Baphomet, man. Same shit. Esau been doing this. You know what I mean? He been introducing witchcraft into the world, man.
Well, look at Barbie, the new movie. That's proof.
Oh yeah, I didn't even watch that, but I heard that shit was super wicked, man.
I've been seeing niggas in pink.
Yeah.
I didn't even know what that was about. I heard somebody say they pushing that feminist shit. But
yeah, for real. You know, they in that movie. I guess in the movie, all the men are the villains. All the men are the villains. The women are the innocent ones, and women are in the movie are basically saying we don't need men. You know what I mean? Then there's a transgender Mama Sue or some shit, right? So that's what Esau promote. He promote movies like Barbie, right, and all this bullshit madness. Adult Swim. Adult Swim is another defiled demon that comes on at 2 in the morning.
They call Tyrone.
Yeah, they clone Tyrone.
But you know what? All of the shit they show you Disney. That's why Disney, before the opening, you know, and it seems innocent. That's how they get you.
Yeah.
Mickey Mouse come out with the wand and then the stars.
Some little 10-year-old,
the
some little
pentagram.
Israelite 10-year-old with the wand and shit.
Yeah, the wizard. They showing you that it's all a spell.
Yeah.
And it's meant to be innocent. But when you look at Disney, you know, it's a whole lot going on in all of this Hollywood shit that they got going.
You gotta watch out what you allow your kids to watch, man. Their minds are so susceptible to you know what I'm saying, to they're like sponges right here. You know what I'm saying? So you throw on some damn show where a man and a man are getting together, that's when your son's gonna think it's okay. You know, because he's 5 years old, 6 years old, he's still learning. That's why my son only watches Dragon Ball Z. That's real, bro.
Yeah. Samurai Jack.
You know what I'm saying?
On repeat.
They gonna, you know, you're gonna be a prideful man. You know, but you know, not like, you know, prideful against the Lord.
Look at all the
proud to be a man.
All the celebrities in recent times are just degenerate. That nigga that danced on Satan lap. Michael Jackson. Even in my time, you a little kid looking at Michael Jackson looking like an alien.
Yeah.
You know, so this shit been going on.
And it's all Esau. It's all Esau. All of the wickedness that's going on is Esau, because Esau funds everything wicked. Esau funds it. He puts his money behind it. We go back to that Genesis. Esau is putting his money behind everything that you see degenerate.
That's the sword.
When it comes down to you know, children, you know, with these trans people that's jumping inside. You even got now this Church of Satan is doing after school programs with children. That's Esau putting money behind this shit. Who else? Jake? Jake don't got the resources to fund all this crazy ass shit. It's Esau. Go ahead.
Back into verse 23, it says, 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels, and the one people shall be stronger than the other people, and the elders shall serve the younger.
Right, and that's talking about the Israelites eventually, and we're in that time period to where the Israelites are going to come up, all right, and we're going to have dominion over our oppressors, and the main oppressor is Esau, okay? That's why it says one people shall be stronger than the other people. We are stronger than Esau, mentally, spiritually, and physically. It's just that right now, the Lord got us on punishment. Yeah. So right now, we're kind of the weakest motherfuckers out here, kind of. You know what I mean?
We're snared with those curses.
Yeah,
literally.
The curses got us, you know?
We're walking prophecies. The curse. That's fulfilling the prophecy. If you did this, I'm gonna have this happen to you. So it ain't even y'all, it's us. The Lord's still judging us.
And you look and you be looking at like talented Jake. Big ass 6'5", 300-pounders running a fucking 4.44 40-yard dash, fast as a motherfucker. And Jake, talented as fuck. Wondering how the fuck did they get conquered? That's the curses, man.
One Jake could take on like 12 Edomites, man.
Bro,
just one. Just one to knock, just go on a line, single file line, just knock Esau the weak ass out. Yeah.
Them Ray Lewis niggas?
Hey, real quick.
You kidding me, bro?
The scriptures say, how shall one chase 1,000 unless it was their rock? Meaning your power. Like in the ancient world, like the Lord put the spirit on us, one man to chase 1,000, and it's vice versa. Okay, how shall one chase 1,000 like unless their rock is sold? When you think about slavery, like the brother said, we are superior, but the Lord turned us down. Yeah. That's why when you look at them slavery pictures, you be like, they don't even look like the modern day Negro. They look like heathen, they look like Hamites.
Yeah.
You can see it. Yeah. They look crusty, they look cute.
The Lord broke us.
Yeah, he turned them down.
Yeah, the Lord, that's how you know it was a spiritual divine intervention to why Jake went into slavery. The fact that the Native Americans even lost the war to Esau. You know what I mean? And Gad was fucking Esau up. Gad and Reuben, we was fucking Esau up, man.
They was fearless.
You know, we was tearing Esau down, but what the Lord do? The Lord gave him, here's a little bit more of that sword.
The Gatling gun.
Here's that Gatling gun for you.
That's the only reason Esau, because they was getting fucked up. You know Gad.
Yeah.
Let's get this drink, man, fuck this, we about to kill some. But that Gatling gun, Esau, the Lord gave him that, just like he gave him missiles.
Yeah, here you go, here's the sword, I'm gonna put you above. Go ahead.
And it says, and when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb. And it says, and the first came out red, all over like a hairy garment, and they called his name Esau.
Yeah, all right. Now, red. The reason why Esau is red is because his blood is showing forth through his skin because he doesn't have any melanin, right? The melanin is like a protection barrier, right, to pretty much block, you from getting damaged by the sun, right? Pretty much every nation on the planet except Esau has melanin. Even Moab's goofy ass has melanin. So that's a cut to these dumbass black niggas. It's only the black woman has melanin in it. No, Moab got melanin too. Chinese people got melanin. Ham got melanin. Ishmael got melanin. It's some Ishmaelites that look like light-skinned Negroes. You can tell they a little burnt. You know, Elam, them niggas, what's up with them niggas? Them niggas is dark as hell. Darker than me.
Them niggas is darker than Jake.
Darker than Jake.
Them niggas purple for real.
Stinky as hell too.
So everybody got melanin.
Yeah.
So that redness shows that Esau didn't have no melanin. He came out the womb, okay, with no. You put that on the camera, yeah.
This is an extreme sunburn competition. Look at that.
Yeah, put it on the camera.
Yeah. Extreme sunburn competition.
Demon right there.
See?
Why them niggas
That's
didn't
Esau.
get tan?
That's
Yep.
Esau.
He came up with the term white, so people wouldn't know.
Yeah.
He's red.
Yeah, that's Esau. He's the red man, right? And that's because the sun damages his skin, right? Esau has recessive genes.
Yeah.
Okay, he has recessive genes. All right, and his DNA is not the strongest, right? Just like an albino. And albinos, they don't have strong DNA. That's why you always see albinos walking around with shades, right? Because the sun, can damage their DNA. So we're talking about a whole nation of people who have bad DNA from the beginning. And Esau, and the reason why Isaac called him Esau is because Esau means Aisha, which means wasted away. So when Isaac looked at him, he said, "Hey, this dude is wasted away. Where the fuck is his pigmentation?" So that's what his name is Esau then. That's what we gonna call him. Aisha.
And you mean to tell me that our Lord and Savior, the most perfect man to walk the planet Earth, can't even be in the sun for too long?
Yeah, get the hell out of here, man.
That's a plague. And there's no wonder why Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, if you're paying attention to the media, right now he's pushing out there leprosy.
Oh yeah.
He's saying that leprosy, and that's strategic because he's
Florida.
he's getting ready to persecute the church. So he's saying that leprosy is a skin condition, rashes. No, leprosy in the Bible is the plague of you losing your pigmentation in your skin. You go from dark skin to not having you get them blots, big ass white patches, and then it just consumes your whole body. Well, Esau, according to the Levitical law, is a clean leprous, meaning that he's white all over. He's lost all pigmentation, And that goes back to Cain. That actually goes back to the book earlier in Genesis, Esau's forefather, Cain. That's why it went in Revelations, 20 or 12, the old serpent, the dragon, the devil is giving you, it's reeling you all the way back to Genesis, to his forefather, which was the serpent, and his son, which was Cain. One of his sons was Cain.
I got it right here. This is Leviticus 13 and 30. It says, "Then the priest shall see the plague, and behold, if it be in sight deeper than the skin, and there be in it a yellow thin hair." And what does Esau have? He's known for having that yellow hair, that blonde hair, right? So Esau, he does have leprosy. You Caucasians, you're actually leprous. Your skin is actually unnatural, all right? It says, "A yellow thin hair. Then the priest shall pronounce him unclean. It is a dry scald, even a leprosy upon the head or beard." And Esau has a whole head full of blonde hair. So that shows you that he's unclean. Now he is a clean leper in a sense, right? Because he's a leper that pretty much his leprosy is permanent, right? So he is technically a clean leper, but he is unclean though. He's unclean, right? He's an unclean individual. He's forever unclean because I just read it. It said if they have blonde on their hair or their beard. Esau he has blonde hair. He has blonde hair on his hair, and he has a head full of blonde hair. That's what the so-called white man is known for. So he's an unclean individual. So when he came out of the womb, all right, Isaac was shocked because it's like, this dude is very unclean. You know what I mean? He's unclean. You know, this. You know, who is this? You know what I mean? Like, what the hell is this?
The Lord needed to make a nation out of those unclean people.
Yeah.
Because it started off wicked souls. The Heavenly Father, as the scriptures say, He created the wicked for the day of evil. When you go into Genesis, the three classifications of men is unraveled. The sons of the wicked, the sons of God, and then the sons of men, the other nations. The sons of the wicked had to come back on the earth as a cursed nation. So that's the beginning, when you go into this account in Genesis 25, of the Lord creating a new nation of leprous people.
Yeah.
Clean, of course, but that was their mark to show you these people ain't right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
This is Cain again.
Yep.
This is the one that's going to hate his brother. It's going to bring destruction into the world. So we get that sword script.
Right here. Genesis 27, and everything we've been talking about is ultimately the sword, okay, the blessing that we're about to read that was received, given to Esau just for a short season. This is Genesis 27 and 40. And by thy sword shalt thou live.
Yeah. Can you read up a little?
Okay, come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a lot on here.
Let me walk to the car and then which car is that?
Okay, let me see. There's something out right here. Okay, you want me to start at 28? Therefore, we get the dual heaven.
Yeah.
This is Genesis 27 and 28, and this is real history that the so-called white man school system is not going to give you. That's why our people are confused and batshit crazy, because they don't have the true records of the truth. You know, they quoting history that's a complete fucking lie, living a lie, man. It says Genesis 27 and 28. Therefore, Yahweh give thee. I gotta start up. Okay, 26. And his father Isaac said unto him, come near now and kiss me, my son. And he came near and kissed him, and he smelled the smell of his raiment and blessed him and said, see, the smell of my son is as the smell of a field, which the Lord Yahweh hath blessed.
Right, because the reason why is because Esau is a cunning hunter. All right, he was a man of the field. It tells you that in the scriptures that Esau is a man of the field. Right? That's why Esau is the biggest taxidermist on the planet. Esau is the big. Only Edomites are out there in the woods hunting down God's creation for nothing. You know, just hunting them down for nothing. Hunting down a rhino, hunting down a lion, and you wonder why all of these animals are extinct. How the hell is an animal species extinct if the Heavenly Father didn't want it to be extinct? It's because Esau is out there in them fucking in them jungles making sport, hunting down animals, man. All right, so he's a man of the field. He's the lumberjack.
It says,
Benjamin.
bless him, and said, 28. Therefore Yahweh give thee of the dew of heaven.
Yeah, the dew of heaven, right? And I know we was talking about that. That's the direct energy weapon. I can mean that. But also, let's get that in Obadiah where it talks about, you know what I'm talking about? Where it says, it set his nest upon the stars. Because Esau has access to, pretty much the heavens that we see, that we can see with our eyes, right? There's satellites up there. There's a whole bunch of fighter jets. Like I said, it's not you Israelites that have that operate in the skies, that have dominion over the skies like that, right? Have satellites out there out in space, watching human life and shit. It's Esau. Esau is setting that shit up. You see? So he has the dew of heaven, all right? And also, having the dew of heaven, the scriptures tell you that Satan is the prince power of the air, right? So you have a whole bunch of satellites, a whole bunch of things that feed this connection to that connection, all right? And it all coincides to where they could pretty much have surveillance over everybody on the planet Earth, right? So it is kind of like Esau has control of he does have control of the whole entire world. But I'm trying to make that correlation where it says Satan is the prince of the air. He's the prince of this world, right? Esau is the prince of this world. He's the ruler right now because he has control to make things happen.
You got nothing but frequencies and radio waves.
Yeah.
They say you can still get a radio wave with no electricity. You know, you got all of these waves. Hey, the truth, Psalms 19, which shows the Heavenly Father is in pure control because he's still using his devil to get the word across to the uttermost parts of the earth. How is this word reaching? How has it reached the Western Hemisphere, spent all the way around the globe? By the doer heaven. So I just had to throw that.
No, that's real. Yeah, that's you know, and he has access to that. He has control of that, right? And that's why we tell you that, you know, it doesn't just stop with Jay-Z. A lot of our people, they're simple enough to just think that P. Diddy runs the show.
Yeah.
Jay-Z runs the show.
You got the key to the fucking.
Joe Biden runs the show. The president of the United States. No, there's an elite family, okay, and they call shots. All right, they could make a phone call, all right, and get things rolling the way that they want to get it rolling. If they want to burn a building up and just blow it up for nothing, with 200 people in there, they could do that, and then put a cover story out there and say it was terrorists. But they have the power to do that, right? You know, one of you niggas did that, you'd be under the jail. But Esau is the only one that can operate with impunity and get away with it every time. Jeffrey Epstein, right? He went right back to the island. That nigga ain't dead. That nigga went right back to that island, man. But only Esau can do some shit like that, where they just let the nigga out. Okay, all right, come on, Jeff. You know, they probably let that nigga out of the jail late at night. Come on, man. You know, if he even went to jail.
And that's the will of the Lord. Really, that's the will of the Lord. That's why the scriptures say they are not in trouble as other men. You know, their time is coming. The Heavenly Father goes into that, Isaiah 10. They're like the axe that you know, they're the axe that you pick up an axe, a man has to control the axe. You know what I'm saying? That's who the Heavenly Father is using as a weapon. He's using what, Psalm 17, 13? He's using these devils right now, but he's getting ready to discard them because the Israelites gotta win in the end, you know. But to finish,
Get that Obadiah real quick.
I got it.
Whoever got it. You got it? Go ahead.
This is Obadiah 1 and 4. Now, though exalt thyself as the eagle, as thou set thy nest among the stars, this will I bring thee down, said the Lord.
Yeah, though I set thy nest among the stars, and that's representative of him having to do with heaven, because when a nest is a home, right? You know, somebody's nest is a home. So Esau, he set his nest all in the heavens, right? They got Space Force, NASA, they got all these, you know what I mean, organizations dealing with operation of the skies, right? And if you have operation of the skies, then what does that ultimately mean? That means that you're looking down on the people. You have dominion over the planet Earth because you're looking down on it. You see? Yeah, that eagle. The eagle represents the high-flying bird, man. All right? And Esau, he is the highest. He's the only one up there doing shit. He's sending nuclear missiles that's going way out of space and dropping down to the fucking Earth. Right? He has satellites out there, man. Okay? Satellites you can't see with the naked eye, man. All right? Governing the planet Earth like that, man. Come on now. This man has dominion over the planet Earth, man. All right? And can't no nigga tell me nothing, man, about that. Nigga want to tell you that Anubis or Set and all this bullshit.
Or that Esau's those like what's that color? Ruddy. Them ruddy black. Them ruddy so-called blacks with afros. Well, why ain't they really?
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, you talking about them niggas with
that's like a doctrine. That's
Get
a
out
doctrine.
of here, man.
You know? This is really Esau.
so we gotta wait for them niggas to multiply and fucking dirt and
Fuck
to the
outta
kingdom.
here.
You know?
But like I said, all you gotta do is just look up every big organization. Look on the dollar bill. Do they have a Mexican on the dollar bill? Do they even have a Chinese man on the dollar bill? Every dollar bill, every currency has Esau's face on it, man. And I forgot who said that, but he said he who controls the money controls the people. And Esau put his face on the money to let you know that I run the people. It's me. Then he put all his symbolism in the back of the dollar bill. Who could do that?
And he can only do that because he's more, you know, he's the devil. He can deceive you average people. You would think that these people will hate this motherfucker. But he get these people with the same thing over and over again. The same shit. Come take this shot. Come bring me your children. Let me inject your children. Like, God damn, these people are not, they're the basis of men, but they've been able to conquer the world through raping, robbing, and lying, deceiving, and killing.
Right.
You know?
Okay, and you go back to that sword where you had that.
This is Isaiah 14:13. But thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of the Most High.
Yeah, and that's talking about Esau's mindset, right? He's ascended unto heaven, right? His pride is up there in the clouds. All right, and he said, I will be. What did it say? Is it the Most High?
I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of the Most High.
Yeah, because Esau, he's trying to tap into deep outer space. What do you think they're doing out there in CERN, the CERN organization? They sitting there with a large machine, cracking open portals, okay, trying to tap into the fucking multiverse and shit, man. Trying to tap into what's in outer space, trying to take a peek. What's going on in the throne of the Most High? Can I see some angels? What's going on? You know what I mean? That's Esau he's trying to tap into the God element. He's trying to see what makes the Most High the Most High. Because Esau questions the Most High. What do you mean he lives forever? What do you mean about that? What do you mean he's all-knowing? I have to find that. I have to understand that.
He has to have a mother.
Yeah, he has to have a mother. I have a mother.
Yeah.
But he doesn't understand that the Most High is outside of time. He's outside of what you deem as Earth's creation. Okay?
It's that super science, just like the Big Bang Theory. You know what I'm saying? They don't understand Genesis 1, so they said that the Earth came from a Big Bang. You know what I mean? But it tells you in Genesis 1 how the Earth came about. But he don't understand the scriptures. That's the secrets. And it says, I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High.
Yeah, that's his whole goal. That's what science is. Science is trying to prove that mankind is better than the Most High. That's all science. That's all they're trying to do. That's why they come. That's why Elon Musk, he's working on this robot program, because ultimately Esau wants robots to replace regular people. Because Esau wants his children out here. His children is going to be these robots, these freaks, these niggas with battery-powered brains and shit. That's his creation. That's that'll be like him giving the breath of life. And motherfuckers coming alive. AI.
Anti-breath of life.
Right.
Give you a demon.
Give you a demon. Hey, that nigga Elon Musk with his bitch ass. That nigga said that AI is a demon. The nigga said it on the interview. He said it's a demon. AI is a demon.
Well, he got these niggas rolling around being fried with EMFs in these Teslas.
Yeah.
Like if you bring a EMF reader, the type of radiation you getting with a Tesla is off the charts. Give your ass a few years, you're gonna get cancer.
Hey, they said that if you, I don't know if it's true, I might try it, but if you put a ring of salt around a Tesla, it won't move. Ain't that some shit? I just heard about that. Yeah, you put because it's satanic. Because when them witches and warlocks, whenever they do a ceremony or a ritual, they make a ring of salt. They said if you put that around a Tesla, that motherfucker won't move. I don't know, but I mean, it's not far-fetched.
It's all demonic.
Yeah, it's all demonic. It's a demon in there.
With this whole Great Reset thing, the NWO, what they're saying is climate change and carbon emissions. But the whole process, certain people have been breaking it down. To mine, what do you call, I forget the lithium. To mine lithium alone, all right, what it takes to produce one Tesla, that should prove to you that this whole thing is a scam. Yeah. It takes so much, okay, the emissions that it takes to produce, to mine the lithium, you know what I'm saying, then put it in the car, and then eventually that battery gonna run out. Come on, man. It's all a scam. So the whole thing is demonic and it's frying your ass.
Yeah.
And then some of them Teslas is miswiring and running niggas.
Yeah,
I seen a video running niggas off the road, killing motherfuckers.
See, so Esau has set up a society where demonic energy can thrive, right? Oh, and you mentioned something about climate change. You know what I mean? The fact that this man is getting ready to do carbon tax payments and climate change lockdowns, that shows you that he does have control over the planet Earth. Klaus Schwab is a demon. That dude is a straight up Edomite, demonic motherfucker, man. You know what I'm saying? But he has the power to say this can happen, that can happen. That's him having the throne, the dominion of the heavens, right? And it says, I will sit upon the congregation of the north, right? Having control over the people, heaping all people unto himself, putting microchips in people, man. Can we go back to that sword script? Finish that off.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
I was getting ready to get in Revelation where it talks about those unclean spirits that came out of, I'm not going to go into it because I have to read it verbatim, but they are the spirit of devils. Everything that come out of these Edomites are of the spirit of devils, deceivers. That's what a devil is. Something, an entity that's going to deceive you or false accuse you. So, where's that? 27. Charles Schwab. Hey, that should have people rioting. A carbon tax? Nigga, I gotta be taxed to breathe? Nigga still, you look at a nigga, he's still licking ice cream.
Well, these people, they give a little scientific, you know what I'm saying, scientific twist behind it, and everybody believes it.
Yeah.
That's all you gotta do.
That's their God, That's their wine. Therefore, this is Genesis 27:28. Therefore, Yahweh give thee, this is the blessing from our forefathers. So we gave this to this devil. Job 9:24, we might need to bring that up. Therefore, Yahweh give thee of the dew of heaven and the fatness of the earth.
Yeah, the resources, right? Esau has all the resources of the earth at his disposal, right? Grocery stores, oil, food, water. Okay, Esau has put a tax on the things that you should be able to enjoy for free, right? Like food. Okay, why do you have to pay for food? Have you stupid fucking Americans ever thought about that? Why do you have to pay for food? Huh? Have y'all ever thought about that? Why do I have to pay for food?
Food is free.
Food is supposed to be free.
If you step outside the matrix, you'll learn that food is free. Idiots.
It grows from the earth. It ain't like, you know what I mean? It ain't like the Esau's in his bedroom. Esau's in his bedroom and he's making food and it's his. He put a patent on it. No, this is. Yeah, he patented. This is mine. No, food is supposed to be free, but Esau can tell you when to eat, how to eat, right? You go to a restaurant, you go to a grocery store, you got to pay money, right? To travel. That's another resource to even see the other side of the world. You got to have a passport, and some people get denied passports. So that means what? You can't even travel. How you gonna tell a human being on the planet Earth you can't travel? A man or a woman should be able to travel as freely as they want. That's what the Heavenly Father made the earth for. Go ahead, scour the earth. You know what I mean? Go ahead and go spectate the earth if you want.
This nigga's trying to travel beyond his means, to the depths of the ocean and get past the Van Halen radiation belt. And he's telling you can't leave the country.
What kind of shit is that?
This brother's holding that script that you like recognizing the food.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Go ahead, you got it.
This is Sirach 39 and 25. It says, for the good are good things created from the beginning.
Yep.
So evil things for sinners. It says the principal things for the whole use of man's life are water, fire.
Look at that, water and fire. Okay?
Principal things.
Those are the principal things. That means that it's supposed to be given to you freely. This is just something you're supposed to have at your disposal at any time. What?
Iron.
Iron? Well, you got to pay for iron too. You have to pay for iron. You know what I mean? Niggas got to pay for iron. You can't build a house. You can't just build a business anymore. Right? If you wanted to, oh my bad, it was a fly. If you want to build a business, right, you got to talk to this nigga, to that nigga, get a permit, get this, talk to them, and then get a bank loan. And they still might be like, oh, sorry, sir, you're not qualified.
You got to build a house by the code.
Yeah.
If you do construction,
By code.
you got all your own money, you blueprinted everything. You got to wait for some inspector to come and tell you, oh, you can't put that right there.
And and the inspector just is going to tell you, this ain't up to date, this ain't up to date, just for the simple fact that you built the house without him knowing, without them knowing.
Everything's a money grab.
Everything's a money grab. You know,
Sell some
gas. Esau can make these cars operate on water. He could, if he really wanted to. He could make these cars operate on water. Jake, where is he at? In Africa? He figured it out. So that means Esau been figured it out.
Well, they been started with steam engine. That's how the trains, they started off with a steam engine.
Just water. Remember, they just dump some water in there. That motherfucker can go all day. But he got what? No, we're gonna, gas.
Then a nigga say hydrogen, but it ain't really water. You need some formula chemical, you gotta go buy it from some fucking order online.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And
You
salt.
can't even properly dispose of that shit. Oil
Salt.
and gas.
Go ahead.
Well, not gas. Gas fumes way, but oil you can't properly dispose of that shit.
And salt, flour or wheat.
And salt, flour, or wheat, you gotta buy all those at the grocery store. You can't just, you can't even just make your own salt or fine salt. You gotta go buy all of this from the grocery store. You see? And Esau, and you gotta go through Esau to get these things. That's why he's getting ready to come with the micro technology to a certain side of you, okay? And he's gonna be the deciding factor on how you eat, how you can attain these things that this brother's reading right here. He's already doing that, but he's about to take it to the next level, right? Now he's gonna program you at 3:30 to go get your salt.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna be at your convenience where you can buy it. Now, nigga, okay, it's 3:35. Nigga, wake that nigga up. Okay, now you can go get that flour. You can go get that the pastries, nigga.
But see, even within that, flour,
Bitch-ass nigga.
flour, salt, a lot of the stuff we eat, he bleaches it.
Yeah, you do.
It's
yeah.
unhealthy. He takes all the fiber, he takes all the minerals. So honestly, the rice, so you think about, I'm getting some flour, all that shit is toxic.
Yeah, all this orange juice, apple juice, it's being processed through heat. And it's totally destroying all the nutrients.
All the enzymes.
Everything that is, you're just basically drinking a cup of sugar, thinking you're doing something.
And these people think they so smart. Y'all should be rioting right now. But you're so smart, huh? That's why pride coming before destruction. And then you people gonna be crying, you gonna want answers, but the Lord gonna put you to death.
Yeah, well, they're in the mindset if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah, it's broke, nigga.
But it's broke because if you look at every 60 and 70-year-old out here, they're through. They can barely walk. They need a cane. That's because of what the fuck you're eating.
Inflammation.
You ain't got nothing, productive going in your bodies. So, but your body starts decaying.
Slocky, I know he was trying to get that out.
Sorry, man. Good.
It says honey,
Honey,
Milk.
you gotta buy that too. Go ahead.
milk,
Yep.
and the blood of the grape.
Oh, let's talk about the milk, right? Esau, he has access to everybody's cows. Really, the way it's supposed to go, you're supposed to be growing your own cows. All right, you're supposed to have your own cows that you grow. All right, that you breed. Okay, and then when it's time, you kill them and you milk them and you do what you please with them. But Esau has middleman corporations to where he's taking the cows that everybody's getting their milk and their meat from. This nigga's slaughtering them. That's why they have them in slaughterhouses, and he not even doing it the right way. This nigga is stuffing them in like big ass fucking grinders. I can't even watch them videos,
It's
man.
sad, bro.
It's sad. What are you doing,
Cow
man?
be sitting there like, you know what I'm saying?
Got him on an assembly line, nigga, and Esau just grabbing him by the legs, stuffing him up, nigga, stuffing him up in there. His whole back into it. God damn it. Stuff his whole fucking head up in there and just cut him up. It's like the blade just cut his ass up. You know what I mean?
And milk could be good for you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like calcium, that's one of the most, cheese and milk, one of the most constant. Everybody is calcium deficient. If the cows were fed right, man, they eating good, you eating good.
It's like butter too.
Yep.
You have what you call ghee. It's called ghee, which is very, very healthy for you. But here you're buying this country rock bullshit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just you got all these influencers who are like, oh, you don't drink milk, you don't eat anything from an animal. But it's not even that. It's just everything that this devil puts that shit through makes it unhealthy. But if it was pure, grass fed, pasture raised, then that shit is good for you.
Be okay,
Yeah. Go ahead.
It says then the blood of the grape, and oil, and clothing.
Yep. You gotta pay for clothes, right? Clothes should be an easy come up, but you gotta pay for that.
$600.
You know what I mean? What? Is that it?
Yeah, one second. It says, all these things are for good to the godly, so to the sinners they are turned into evil.
Look at that. So for the sinners, they are turned, because Esau weaponizes all this against mankind, right? And he has access to all of this, right? He has access to all of this. Okay. Can we get that real quick where it talks about he shall run the world for a little season? But you can stay on that, Mark Production.
Genesis 27.
Yes, let's get that little season script, right?
And I'll just say, while you're getting that, even the oil. There's a Jake over there in Africa, in Kenya, because the plastic comes from oil. He's taking the plastic, which is non-biodegradable, they dump it into the ocean. He's taking the plastic, recycling it, and making it back into gasoline that he can drive his car for. That shows you that this devil is the devil. Because instead of pollution the ocean, they got trash dumps in the ocean about the size of Texas. That's just one of them. Why don't he take that plastic, refine it back into gas and oil, and cut the gas prices down?
Right.
That's because he's not about prospering. Okay, he's about oppression, as we read in Habakkuk.
Right. What?
Revelation 20 and verse 3. I'll start at 2. It says, and he laid hold on the dragon, that old serpent, which is the devil and Satan.
Yeah, the dragon. Okay, the dragon represents what? The Roman Empire. All right, who ran the Roman Empire? Esau. Okay.
Hey, I was just literally looking up. Roman means yellow hair.
Look at that.
We was just talking about yellow hair.
So there we go.
You know what I'm saying? Roman literally means yellow haired, so it's the yellow-haired empire.
It's the yellow-haired empire. They're the dragons. And the reason why the Roman Empire was referred to as a dragon is because the way that they conducted their rule, they were dragon-like. They were get down, lay down. They were a get down, lay down type of thing. No, they'll put you to death. So same thing with America. Okay, if you commit treason in America, all right, and you steal a candy bar, you're gonna get damn near the death penalty. You're going to jail. That is a death penalty. To be in jail with all them crazy ass baboon niggas, man.
There's a book that goes into Rome in the Edomite. I forget the exact name about it, but a few years ago, that book was like $500.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That red and white book. I know which one.
Showing you, yeah. So Esau, yeah, Esau was the Romans, and that's not even hard.
I know.
That, I mean, come on, even in the sculptures,
Look at the sculptures.
they
Exactly.
show you that's not Jake.
Yeah.
In them sculptures, that nigga got that pointy nose. That's not Jake.
It's not even hidden because Antipater the Idumean is a Greek way of saying Edomite.
Yeah.
Antipater the Idumean was coming out of the Hasmonean line at the origins when Rome took Jerusalem as a province. One of the fathers of the Herod, okay, the Herodians, was Antipater the Edomite. That's what he said. That's what it is. He's an actual figure in history.
Yeah, they know who they are. All right? Esau knows who he is. All right? So the dragon represents the Roman Empire. Okay? You got it?
And it says, and cast him into the bottomless pit.
Oh, we read that again. Read
Oh,
that.
yeah. Verse 2, he laid hold on the dragon, that old serpent.
That old serpent. Okay, going back to the serpent in the garden. Right?
That's a clue there.
Yeah, that's a clue there.
It
Right?
says, which is the devil and Satan.
That's the devil and Satan. So the Bible literally, if you put it all together, if you use your fucking brain, the Bible is literally calling the Caucasian race the devil and Satan. Because the Romans, all right, they were the dragon, and the Lord is saying that's the devil and Satan. That's them. All right?
The red guy, the cartoon character with the pitchfork, is a psyop.
Yeah. And you know what? The red guy with the cartoon, the red guy in the cartoon with the pitchfork and the horns, he's always an Edomite.
He's always an Edomite.
If you even notice that,
Yeah.
he's always an Edomite.
That's right.
When every time they got like a wicked picture of a demon, it's always an Edomite.
What is that? Revelations 12, where it even said he's the serpent too. Oh, that's what you just said.
Yeah. That's what
That's proof that from that serpent, his rulership, his empire, it grew into a fucking dragon. You know what I'm saying? You think a little snake, that motherfucker grew into a goddamn beast.
Yeah, because when he was a snake, he was barely planting that first seed.
Yeah.
You know, and now he's like a dragon hovering the earth. You know, like blowing fire out of his mouth and shit.
Yeah. Flapping his wings over the earth. Go ahead. Keep it.
It says in which is the devil and Satan, and bound him 1,000 years.
Yeah, the Lord put the so-called white man, the Lord bugged the so-called white man out for 1,000 years. That's when we was talking about the Dark Ages,
Byzantine
right?
Empire.
The Byzantine Empire. You know, and Esau, a lot of people don't know this, but Esau, he was a caveman during that time period. Everybody else was on the planet Earth. The Moabites was here, Ishmael was here, Elam was here. Everybody else was thriving, right? Everybody else was business as usual. Esau's ass was in the caves, all right? Yeah.
That's in Obadiah too. We just didn't get it. It mentions that twice in the scripture.
Yeah.
You know,
It tells you in the book of Exodus. It tells you Mount Seir. I've given Mount Seir unto a heritage unto Esau. Mount Seir, the mountains of Mount Seir, the caves,
Flintstone.
the Flintstone. That's who he is. See, that's who he comes from. What?
It says, and cast him into the bottomless pit and shut him up.
Mm-hmm.
And set a seal upon him that he should deceive the nations no more.
Yeah, deceiving, because that's all the so-called white man is good for. That's all the so-called white man and the so-called woman is good for. Deceiving the world.
Hellenization.
Hellenization.
That's why you go into his history, you don't, and I got you, bro, Salaki. Any other nation, their history, you don't hear that term, Hellenization. The Greco-Roman period was to Hellenize all the nations under one banner. Just like right now, if you look at your quarters and shit, in the dollar bill it says a pluribus unum, all in one. That New World Order shit, we're just all together. Because he wants to indoctrinate. We read that now because he wants to indoctrinate everybody to think like a cave demon.
Yeah, and also tying that together, when you read about the fourth beast, it says that how he stamped the people with the residue, talking about the Roman Empire, he stamped the residue, you know what I'm saying, with his philosophy. So basically when it says right here that he shall deceive the nations no more, because prior to that, this devil had you people worshiping Saturn, Jupiter, all these different gods, Janus, you know what I'm saying? That was him deceiving the nations. You know what I'm saying? He stamped the residue, and those who didn't get down were put to death.
That's beautiful. And your weekdays, he said Janus, that's January. That's the god of, he got you your high holy days. I'm gonna study this little thing I got. I have all of their rituals for each month. Your months, your weekdays are all named after their different gods. You know, Saturn, Saturday, Sunday, the worship of the sun god. So you Christians, you go to church on Sunday, you worshiping the sun god.
Thursday.
That's what the cross is synonymous for. You don't even know that.
Yeah.
That's why when you go into these scary horror movies, what do they got? When it's dealing with demonic Catholicism and all of that, and demons and stuff, the fucking cross.
Yeah.
That goes back to Nimrod.
And a lot of people, they look at that cross in the movies and be like, that's the goodness of Jesus Christ.
Goodness of God.
It's of God. It's
Well,
God.
that's-
It's good against evil. No, they put that in the cross in the horror movies because that's, you know, that's their symbol, right? You know, and they'll flip it upside down in the movie, right, to let you know that they down with the left hand, right? The cross being in the movie and all and being paraded around the earth, period, okay, is to let you know that the so-called white man uses that as a wicked vibration tool, right? So you got Jake running around with a cross on his neck.
Goes back to taboos.
And the Lord ain't never said wear no fucking cross on your neck. Why would the Lord want to be reminded of you know what I mean, the cross that he was nailed to the car, that he was nailed on?
Yeah, niggas.
Why would he want to be reminded of that? Why would the Lord want to be reminded of that horrific moment, nigga running around with the cross?
Niggas.
The fuck? Lord ain't never said put
Walking
that shit
around
on.
with a car accident on their neck.
Yeah.
It's mangled up, nigga.
Yeah.
Mangled up car.
Mangled up car. Like, why would the Lord want to be reminded of that? You see, that's why Esau, he puts them crosses out there ultimately to mock the Most High.
Yes.
To mock them, like, yeah, you know what I mean, we did this to him. Yep.
I've heard certain Jakes or certain individuals say that, oh, this just reminds me that I'm bearing my cross every day. Well, then you're not in the spirit. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're in the spirit, you don't have to be reminded of the law. You don't have to be reminded that you're bearing your cross.
I ain't gotta wear nothing.
Cursed is he that hangeth on a tree. That's a curse. So why would Yahweh Shai want to be remembered as hanging on the fucking cross? Okay, he was brought back to life after 3 days. Why don't you have a commemoration for that?
Right.
Niggas, you don't hear nobody talk about that. Because they don't really
put that
believe.
cross out there.
Just put the cross out there. What about when he came back to life in his new glorious body and proved it to over 500 of his disciples, and he stayed with them for 40 days, showing them infallible proofs to say, you know?
And then when you turn the cross to the side, it makes an X,
Yeah, upside down.
right? And I believe that X has something to do with Freemason imagery, right? Freemason imagery. And what did Elon Musk just, what did he just retitle Twitter? X, right? Letting you know what they get down with, man. You see?
You don't even need to be, there's so many clues out there.
There's too many clues, man. All the cover an eye, they cover their eye. They letting you know who they allegiance to, man. All right? It's not that hard. It's just that the only way you can't see the truth of what's really going on is because you don't want to see it.
And you're a Satanist too.
Yeah, you're a Satanist too. You're a part of the problem. Got it?
Continuing, it says that he should deceive the nations no more till the 1,000 years should be fulfilled, and after that he must be loosed.
Yeah, that 1,000 years have been fulfilled when he came out of the Renaissance period, right? He came out, what year was that? 1400s, right? He came out of the Renaissance period, right? And they created the Illuminati, I believe, in the 1700s. They created the Illuminati in the 1700s, a couple hundred years after the Renaissance period. But in the Renaissance period, that's when Esau came up with his global domination. That's when he came up with the global domination strategy. Because during the Renaissance period, it was a bunch of festivals and paintings. And what do you think that they was doing in them festivals? Just drawing shit because they artistic, they're creative? No, they was talking about what they gonna do for the next thousands of years. How we go, rerouting the world.
Iconoclasm. And the last thing I'm gonna say, a brother from Dallas a couple years ago, that brother sent me so many pictures in my inbox, and I didn't even ask him, from this museum. I don't even remember what museum they went to. They have a room where they actually iconoclast the pictures. They have so many ancient relics going back to the medieval times of so-called Negroes ruling, so many dark images. He sent me so many pictures. They erased it out of my inbox. It was just one room where you had certain photos that was in line to get iconoclast, like painted over. And they use egg yolk. So I looked it up. And so what they could do, they could take an afro and make it look like stringy hair. They paint over the pictures.
Look at that.
And there's so many pictures, they couldn't even get all of them. They just had a bunch of dark images everywhere, but then you see some of the pictures. I don't know how he took all these pictures. You can see the pictures that Esau halfway was done with.
Yeah.
So the proof is there, man, in museums. You know what I'm saying?
This is 1 Maccabees 3:48, and laid open the book of the law, the Bible, wherein the heathen had sought to paint the likeness to their images. That's it. That lines up with him covering the faces of the judges there. So, who did that? The so-called white man. He got Cesare Borgia, as the exalted image of the one that the world calls Jesus Christ.
He did it to the angels. Right now, presently, he's telling you the angels are some little bug-eyed niggas. That's part of covering the faces of the judges too.
Yeah,
they play a part in that.
Yeah, they trying to act like. I was watching that the other day. They was having a live feed, a live meeting about what them UFOs are, right? And Esau sitting there in that meeting like he don't know what that is. He know exactly what's inside of them ships, man. He know what's inside of them, but he gonna tell you that all them is them little green aliens. We just don't know. Reptilians, the reptilians. Yeah. You know what I mean? Remember I sent y'all that video through the group, and that nigga, the reptilians, they bioengineered the whole world. That crazy ass shit.
Which one are it? Is it the demons? Is it the reptilians? Is it the fallen?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, which one?
Who is it, man?
Is it just all of them?
These people don't care.
Yeah, they don't care.
And I saw a movie. I saw one of those Bible movies that was called The Book of Jeremiah. Patrick Dempsey was Jeremiah. Fucking Patrick Dempsey.
Yeah, that's why I can't watch some of these damn movies.
Bullshit, man. And Esau, and he do that with all history, really.
Moses.
He do that with Moses. He even do that with other nations outside of Israelite. Yeah. He's the samurai. He's the Egyptian.
In the same movie.
In the same movie.
That shit don't even look right. You know what I'm saying?
Get the fuck out of here, bro. You know what I mean? So Esau, he's went on this tirade, okay, of changing the world to his likeness, right? Because he's had the power to do so. Okay? Can we get back in that Genesis?
Genesis.
And you get that Malachi 1 and 4, and then you can get Daniel 2 and start at 31.
It says, so we're going to skip down to, sorry,
It was like at 27.
you think I should start? Yeah, we got that. You think I should go down to 33?
Well, I don't think we finished the fatness of the earth.
Oh, yeah. Okay. This is Genesis 27, 28. Therefore, Yahweh give thee of the dew of heaven and the fatness of the earth and plenty of corn and wine.
The resources.
Let people serve thee and nations bow down to thee. Be Lord over thy brethren, and let thy mother's sons bow down to thee.
Look at that. Let people serve thee. Let your mother's son serve you. Meaning that Esau was going to eventually be a ruler of the planet Earth. At some point, he was going to get to the point to be a ruler of the planet Earth. That was a blessing, okay, that he was given. Okay, he was given that blessing to be loose the little season that he has right now. This is his little season.
To fulfill his role of being the villain.
Right.
It says, cursed be everyone that curseth thee, and blessed be he that blesseth thee.
And you know what? The Lord said the same thing about Cain. The Lord said the same thing about Cain. The Lord put that mark on Cain, meaning that the Lord stripped his pigmentation away, right? Just like how he did Esau. And the Lord said, if any man touch Cain, I'm gonna pretty much punish him 10 times over, right? And we live in a society to where you can't just go against the so-called white man. You can't go to the court system and argue with the judge. Just for arguing, them niggas will put you in jail, man. Just for trying to buck up against the police, especially an Edomite cop, that nigga will blow you away, man.
You gotta speak to the judges.
Well, in general, you can't do crime, you can't go in the suburbs and start hitting Edomites. You got to stay in the hood with that.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's going to be a recompense. And technically, the Lord had to set it up like that because he's the basis of all the nations. If we could just go destroy Edomites, they'll be done in one day. Yeah. So the Lord had to kind of put that hedge because they have to be the devil. They have to go throughout the earth and spew their madness. That's
during the times of the Ku Klux Klan, when Esau really had shit on lock and he was letting the world know he was the devil. They was locking Jake up for petty offenses, giving him years, giving him the death penalty, right? If Jake even smiled at an Edomite, oh, put them in jail. And Jake couldn't do nothing about it. You had that little dude, Emmett Till, what was his name?
Yeah.
Emmett Till, all he did was what? Smile at a white woman? And what they do, they threw him, locked him under the fucking jail. No, actually, burned, with the electric chair.
They beat his face in.
Yeah, beat his face in and then fried him up with the electric chair. He was a 10-year-old. And then you had that Netflix show When They See Us, the Central Park 5, right? Jake then he had nothing to do with that Edomite woman who got raped in the park, but all them Jakes went down for it. You see, so if you go up against Esau, all right, the Lord has pretty much set like a bound with Esau to where you can't go up against him right now, because it's not time for us to go against him, right? Because hey, Jake know we could get rid of these Edomites in an hour, man.
I got a scripture.
But, hey, if I could say, 12 Negroes from prison will get all of these niggas out of here. Every Edomite on this block will have no chance against 12 wild Negroes from prison, man.
Some pull-up Negroes.
Yes, one of them big ass niggas that was just like, fuck it, with a knife. Even the police have a fight for their life, man.
They're gonna do 10 muscle-ups like nothing.
Nigga with me, they shoot straight.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
This is Romans 13:1. It says, let every soul be subject unto the higher powers, for there is no power but of the Most High. The powers that be ordained are of the Most High.
Look at that. Yeah, let every soul be subject unto the powers, man. Who is the power right now? Who has the power right now? Let's get Job 9 and 24 real quick. Somebody get it real quick. You get it, Shamari. Yeah, there you go.
It says, whosoever therefore resisteth the power, resisteth the ordinance of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, and they that resist shall receive to themselves damnation.
Look at that. So
we're under, the so-called.
Yeah, that's
we're serving our captain.
Hey, that's how the Lord said it. Even when we went under the Babylonians.
Oh, let's say that.
They can still get knocked out.
Yeah. Even when we went under the Babylonians, the Lord told us that we had to be under subjection under King Nebuchadnezzar. We had to.
Yep, just don't follow their,
Yes.
bow to their idols.
Now that's one thing the Lord said don't do.
Yeah.
You don't follow their gods, but we gotta deal with them, man.
That was the Lord's will. You know, you can't go outside and, hey, there's the chastening. That was when the Lord sent us under the Babylonians, when he put us under, it's in the curses. I'll send a nation from far of whom your fathers don't even know. That was the Lord's punishment. We can't rebel against that. So that's pride. You know, when our people say, oh, nah, nigga, I'm my own God. Nigga, I'm not oppressed. Nigga, that's why you eating GMO foods and you dying and your relatives are dying of cancer because the devil, the so-called white man, is poisoning everything you fucking eat.
So, because Esau, he has the power right now. You see? And a lot of you niggas think that you're going to go up against this devil, right, and shoot it out at the end, and you're going to lose miserably, man, because the Lord is going to be with Esau. Now, imagine that. The Lord is going to be with Esau to take you niggas down, man.
Absolutely.
The Lord is going to help that nigga get, just like how he did against the Native Americans, against the Latinos, the Lord is going to help him again.
Absolutely.
To murder and slaughter you niggas in your fucking neighborhood,
Yeah,
man.
bro, I've been seeing certain jakes, they be at the shooting range, and they say, get it ready for Esau.
God.
Dumb niggas. That's not how it's written.
That's not how it's going to go
Yeah,
down.
I was shy, sorted out with some Romans.
Yeah.
And really, Jake, them Romans were scared of Jake. It was called the Roman Jewish Wars because they couldn't just go up in Jerusalem and take Jake down. Jake had all kind of tunnels, caves. They had places that some Jake hid. The Romans didn't even know where they was at. And they would come out and put niggas to death. They was with that guerrilla warfare. That's why you had all them zealots. They were just like, shit, we're gonna go steal, we're gonna do whatever, fuck the Romans. So it took like 5 years in a chain of events for them to finally say, you know what, let's just move in on them. Because they knew better than to just, and that's why when Titus and Vespasian took down Jerusalem, they celebrated. They commemorated it with the Ark of Titus, okay, because they were so surprised. Oh damn, we finally took these people down. The white man always been scared of our people.
Yeah.
And that's why he had to fully do what he did to us, to fully subjugate us, because we always been a problem to him, man.
Yeah.
You know?
That's why the Lord got to be with him to take us down. Because he can't do it. You know what I mean? The Lord has to help him.
You don't think Esau, was on the other side of them battlefields? Like, man, them niggas got plenty.
Fuck that shit.
The Roman Jewish Wars, they had to pretty much bow. They had to let Jake have his shit. Okay, you can still be in the temple. You can still,
Jake doing backflips on the battlefield.
Yeah. Hell no.
What the fuck we gonna do, bro?
Well, you had the barbarians versus the Roman Empire. Those was Jakes. The Thracians and the Thracians and it was other nations.
Yeah.
But it was the barbarians. They show you that, and they show Spartacus when the barbarians went against the Roman Empire. Those was Jakes, and it wasn't even that many of them. And they was giving Esau a fucking problem. And they were barbarians. They was giving Esau's military a problem, man. Just a couple of them. So that shows you that Esau, he is the basis of all men, and he's weak, and the Lord has to help him to get to this point.
That's why he used the famine in 70 AD. He blocked Jerusalem and they couldn't get no food, so he used the famine. He waited till everybody was weak, then he moved.
That's
You know
how
what I'm saying?
That's how the Roman Empire was so successful. They always did
Strategy.
siege
Yep.
upon everybody that they went against, even if they was he always weakened them. I remember they would attack when they were hungry. When they started coming out, it was like, man, we ain't got no food left. We gotta go get some water. We gotta go get some food. That was the sign for Esau to move in.
Well, even Jake, and this is the last thing I said, I know you're trying to move on. Even with the whole gunpowder, the whole catapult of shooting things, projectiles, the so-called white man didn't create that.
Yeah.
That comes from the Eastern culture, from our people, But what happened is Esau's the one that's going to use it. Like, you take two people, you put them in the wilderness, you put a gun right there. Yeah, they might both know how to shoot it, but who's going to use it when one got their back turned?
Right.
See, that's how much of a coward these faggot devils are.
Yeah.
They're weak as hell, but they're some faggots.
Is this the man?
Yeah, they're gonna get over on you when your back is turned.
Yeah. He don't fight fair. He don't fight straight up.
Yeah.
Let's get that, and then you can go back to that
That's it.
sword. Yep.
This
And
Job-
we touched that. He's the sword. But
This is Job 9:24. It says the earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
yeah, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Get Malachi 1:4 now. Hold that. Right? The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Okay? A lot of people need to understand who is the wicked. It ain't just the spiritual demon Satan. Oh, Satan is working, y'all. It's a nigga's favorite line. the enemy. No, there's a physical embodiment of Satan on this planet Earth that's doing his bidding. All right, that's working with the spiritual demon Satan. Shit, that nigga Aleister Crowley knew that. Aleister Crowley knew who he worked for.
He gave himself over to Satan.
He gave himself over to Satan.
He did everything Satan. He said, I'm gonna do everything I think Satan would want. That nigga had all kind of diseases. I mean, you know, shit.
Yeah, that nigga, yeah, he gave himself over to Satan, man. All right, and he was literally doing the bidding of Satan, and Satan would uplift him, right? And then everything like all these wicked secret societies, they all stemmed off him. Church of Satan, the Church of Satan was inspired by Aleister Crowley. Look it up. The Church of Satan was created by a man named Anton LaFay. Anton LaFay, he was like he was obsessed. He was obsessed with Aleister Crowley. So he created the Church of Satan. So Satan and Esau are always going to go hand in hand, man. That's the wicked. What?
This is Malachi 1 and 4. And it reads, whereas Edom said, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places.
And like we read, when Esau was locked down for 1,000 years, he was a caveman. Okay? He came back out and said, we're going to come back and rebuild the desolate places. Because at one point, before Esau became a caveman, he was a mighty ruler on the planet Earth. He was just ruling in the Roman Empire. That was a mighty kingdom. Then before that, the Grecian Empire. Right? But the Lord bucked him out, and then he said, okay, now that he's out, the rebirth, the Renaissance period, I'm going to come out and I'm going to rebuild the desolate places. I'm going to create everything in one now. Now it's going to be a hybrid of everything. It's going to be a fusion of everything. I'm going to call it America, yo. And it's going to be off the chain. I'm going to have niggas gay. I'm going to have women thinking that they men. I'm going to have heathen out here buying and trading. Right? I'm going to have all types of shit popping. I'm going to do it big this time. And I'm going to merge niggas with technology too. You see?
And the only civilization, the only reason why Esau even started off civilized because his brother was Jacob. The Israelites. You know what I'm saying? He was among us. That's the only reason he ever had a shot at being civilized. His peoples, you know, was civilized already.
If it wasn't for the Israelites be here, this Esau bite a chunk out of somebody's neck, man. In broad daylight. The only thing that keeps Esau civilized is the Israelites. We're the only thing that's keeping him from can't look too weird because Jake
Can't grab that child.
Yeah, Jake is somewhere. Jake is looking at me. You know, and Esau, Esau want to please Jake. You know what I mean? Like the scriptures say,
Seek to please the poor.
yeah, seek to please the poor. Esau has this love-hate relationship with Jake, to where it's like he want to kill Jake because he'll never be Jake, but at the same time he loved Jake, so he want to impress Jake. He want to stunt in front of Jake.
It's some faggot shit. He want to get too close to Jake.
Yeah, he want to be in Jake. Now he want to put something in Jake and be in him and operate in him.
Black woman, you admire him. He don't like women. He don't like you. He's in love with the so-called black man. Really, I know that sounds nasty, but really the so-called white man is infatuated. He's in love with the so-called black man, and that's why he gets to the point where he want to kill him too.
Hey, that movie Get Out. When you watch that movie Get Out, it was one black woman, but it was mainly Negro men that they had under a spell like that. Esau is fascinated with the Israelite man. You see? You know?
He knows he's an Israelite.
Yeah, he knows he's an Israelite. He's fascinated with the Heavenly Father's creation, dealing with the Israelites. Right? Go ahead.
It says, thus said the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down.
They shall build, but I will throw down. Go ahead.
And they shall call them the border of wickedness.
Now I'm gonna get that in a different translation, right? They shall call them the border of wickedness, man. Okay, let's get Malachi 1 and 4 in the NIV.
What does that mean?
It says, Edom may say, though we have been crushed, we will rebuild the ruins. But this is what the Lord Almighty says: they may build, but I will demolish. They will be called the wicked land, a people always under the wrath of the Lord. Look at that, man. You see, they will be called the wicked land. So wherever Esau is, he is the wicked. He you know what I mean? If there was a section cut out on the earth for Esau and only his people only, they would be known as the wicked. Bill Gates of Hell and all them niggas over there, they would be the wicked over there. They'd be just in an all-out free-for-all. You know what I mean?
The only reason they're still here is because the Lord put it on their spirit to repopulate. Or else they'd all be homeless.
Go back to that.
Job 90:24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
Esau. The earth is given into the hand of Esau. Okay, go ahead.
He covereth the faces of the judges thereof.
He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. Just like we was reading, okay, in First Maccabees, when we said Esau took all the relics and all the paintings and put his nasty fucking face on it. Okay? You goddamn devil, man. Alright? Esau put his goddamn face on it, man. And said that that's him. Okay? When that's not him. He's a homebred caveman sodomite that's on the loose, running the world right now, man. That's all he is.
Look at what you got going on, homosexuality. You're not lying. How is that okay? Everybody act like you tripping when you say that.
Yeah.
A whole society full of homosexuals.
Not even. No empire has turned out all the men. Not the Persians.
This one's damn near close.
Not the fucking not Elam. Not Japheth. Not Ham. Even Ham. Ham's nasty, freaky ass even wanted all men to be men.
Yeah. Hey, yeah, that put you to death. You can fuck with that shit.
Yeah. You can have sex with goat, but not men. You know what I mean?
You go out there to that jungle with that shit.
Yeah, them niggas put you to fucking death, man. Only Esau has decided that we're gonna turn all the men homosexual and we're gonna break up man and woman. Only a devil would do some shit like that, man. I'm gonna get this and you can get that sword again, because we still ain't. Let me get this one. This is Daniel 4:17. It says, "This matter is by the decree of the watchers and the demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and giveth it to whomsoever he will, and setteth up over it the basis of men."
Meaning,
You got it, yeah.
meaning that the Lord, he ruleth in the affairs of men. He'll take a nobody and make him somebody, like the Edomite, like the so-called white man. Alexander the Greek, he's in the Bible, he was a homosexual. So you wonder, how the hell did he take down anybody? How did he take down the Persians? Well, that is revealed in Daniel's 8. It was prophecy. So it wasn't of him, it was of the Heavenly Father. He's the basis of all men. That means out of all the men on the planet, the East Indian man, which is a weird motherfucker, Esau's lower than him. And you can see it. Look at the society. He got everybody normalizing homosexuality, eating GMOs, taking shots. Where in the history of men you injected some clear shit and you don't even know what they put in you? That's a base, vile mindset.
Yeah, he's a mad scientist.
Yeah.
A freaky ass mad scientist.
Niggas with grown-ups.
I got a precept real quick.
With colored hair.
This is Job 30:8. It's for you Edomites. They were children of fools, yea, children of base men. They were viler than the earth. And Job was talking about the Edomites because he was living in the land of Esau. When you go into the land of Uz, that's the land of Esau. Read the scriptures. The land of Uz is the land of Esau. Job was living amongst the Edomites.
Zero flavor.
See, so everything he was saying about them niggas, they were violent. He was there to witness it, like, oh, them niggas is nasty, yo. Them Edomite niggas is nasty, yo.
Bestiality. Hey, the so-called white man is the number one pedophile. You know what I'm saying? You find child porn in your everyday so-called white man's laptop, man.
Oh, you know what? Oprah's spiritual healing. Oprah's spiritual healer. Okay? And I'm gonna go out on a limb and I'm gonna say this, and my motherfuckers might not agree. That's just my personal opinion. I think Oprah was a Hamite. I don't know. I don't know. 'Cause that
Look, this is vile behavior.
Yeah, shit, man.
Yeah.
No, it ain't nothing to get mad at, but that's a low-level roach, vile
Relationship. That
And
Esau.
the Lord gonna put them niggas to death, man.
You know, hey, you know what? And what we were saying, what was I saying? Oh yeah, Oprah's spiritual healer, Oprah's spiritual advisor. All right, this nigga just got years of prison for having child pornography on his laptop.
See?
That's all. It's always Esau. Joe Biden's son smoking crack, getting head by his niece. It's always Esau on some incest, pedo, crazy shit.
Yeah,
Because they know they can't pop the woman right.
Yeah.
So they gotta deal with some children.
They all
advantage of
Esau always leave his woman wanting more. That's why the white woman is always looking for the Israelite man to put it down in the bedroom the right way.
He can't get the job in.
He can't get the job done.
So that's why
he thinking about a man's asshole while he in her.
Yeah, that's why you got anal sex. Where'd that come from? That's disgusting. That come from the so-called white man. Now he got all you people dipping in the fucking dookie, man. That's nasty, man. I ain't never did that in my life.
Faggot.
Yeah, that's some faggot shit. I even heard a woman say that. I got a box. What the fuck you want to go on my ass for? Every woman I ever messed with, I ain't even one of them, but they don't want no shit like that. You gotta be a nasty motherfucker.
I got this. I got another one. This is Hebrews 12:16. Lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright. And profane means outside of the temple. Okay, and like we already read, vile. The Caucasian race, they're vile people, man. Okay, all right, they're vile people. All right, they don't bathe correctly. They run around, eating mayonnaise and bologna sandwiches. Cannibals.
A lot of the history they erased. These Edomites were big time cannibals all throughout the centuries. You know what I'm saying? They were big into eating them Negroes.
Well, that's why they're creating lab-grown meat, but the cells come from humans.
Yep.
I think they got
cancer cells.
They got a book called The Delectable Negro that they I think they created in the time of slavery. They was eating Jake.
Yep.
They was eating each other when they was in them caves, man. Esau around that time during that 1,000-year period, he was like a myth. He was the beast man.
Yeah,
he was the Bigfoot. They just catch him in the woods, and you better get out of there because that nigga will grab you up, man.
No, that's for real. That's why they call themselves Caucasian, which means cave dweller. When they was sitting up grunting, they didn't even have a fucking language. But see, they don't tell you that part of history. They didn't have a language. That's why the term Slav, it goes back to slave during the medieval time. They were the slaves. They were the serfs to the Negro. And we had to teach them niggas how to bathe.
Nasty motherfuckers.
Welcome to history class.
Yup.
I think that's it, huh?
Teach your ass.
All right, can we go back to that Genesis with the sword, and then you get that Daniel 2. Oh, can you get the Genesis 20-something? Okay.
We gonna have they women though. We gonna have you.
Oh yeah. They belong to us.
Yeah, really. Yeah.
We gonna breed the best ones. You saw the fat ones in the kingdom, the tan ones,
Oh yeah.
pure bloods.
Yeah, they ain't gonna be much
With us.
Oh, you want me to get the Genesis?
Yeah, back to
Genesis 27 and 40. You want me to get it right on there?
yeah.
And by thy sword shalt thou live.
Yeah, and by thy sword shalt thou live. That's how Esau. That's how he lives. That's how he's been able to get by on this planet Earth. All right, can we get the hammer on the earth?
Yeah.
I got a piece of it.
Get the hammer on
I was
the earth.
thinking about Lamech, his grandson. We'll have to get it. But in Genesis, he was the first gangster rapper. He boasted. Okay, so he's always been living by the sword. Cain, that means sword. Yeah, it means sword. And then Cain's grandchildren, they were boasting in killing people innocently. So that's always been the spirit of the Edomite. Okay, the so-called white man is to boast in murdering, the inhabitants of the earth. Because really, the northern kingdom over here, it wasn't that they was weak to the so-called white man. It was the fact that they were peaceful people. So they tried to help the so-called white man, thinking they was doing a good thing, but it was in his heart. Okay, he had blood on his mind. So
That's right. That's who he's always been.
that's right.
No, actually, not that. Let's get Ezekiel 35 and 6.
So you're gonna receive blood.
Let's get Ezekiel, not that one.
Blood shall pursue thee. That's the scriptures.
35 and 6.
Now everybody want to cry for these devils. Even our people, just a bunch of cowards, just a
Yeah,
bunch
like-
of weak ass niggas, always smiling. We gonna see if you smile when the so-called white man put you niggas in a meat grinder. He gonna put your whole crew in a meat grinder.
Fuck you niggas. Why would they're gonna have some type of sympathy for the devil? Well, you saw get salvation?
Yeah.
I have a white best friend. He's a good man. Man, fuck that nigga, man. He saw what he did to you Israelites, okay, was despicable, man. Don't you Israelites want retribution? Don't you Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans want retribution on this devil? Jake has just become some soft pancake boy, okay, who just now accepts anything.
Oh,
Well, they like the dainties that the Edomite gave him.
Yeah, yeah,
The only way Esau was able to make everybody wicked is by giving them a reward.
yeah.
So
That
Jake,
gift.
he's chilling right now. Jake is chilling.
That gift destroys the heart. Okay, all right, well, you ain't too bad. Even though you raped my mama, you murdered my sister, you know what I mean?
PPP on
You was buck breaking my brothers and shit, putting us in mandingo fights to the death. You ain't that bad,
I don't
though.
even think Jake knows, man.
Jake don't know nothing about that. You get that?
Yeah, this is Ezekiel 35, verse 6. Therefore, as I live, said the Lord Yahweh, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee, since thou hast not hated blood. Even blood shall pursue thee.
That's talking about Esau, the Caucasian race. Okay? Because Esau, he came after you Israelites in blood, you Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans in blood. All right, he's still coming after your blood. It ain't stopped. It's just now the game is chess, right? It's no more checkers. They was playing checkers with you in chattel slavery, letting you know what they moves is. Now it's chess. Now it's calculated distractions. It's calculated strategies, right? So you don't know that he's the devil anymore.
You didn't know you were in slavery.
You don't even know that. You have no idea that you're not supposed to, this ain't the way life is supposed to be.
That's cold.
That's damn, that nigga has really ruined the fabric of life.
Emancipation. It means to turn over the whole Emancipation Proclamation. That just turned over the actual slave, physical slave, over to another, which was really just the Fed. All you people got turned over. It wasn't no liberation. You got turned over to the elite of that time. All right, we gonna own these people. Fuck you, private citizens own them, because we finna take them from you. We finna benefit off of them rather than the private guy over there. He got his own land and shit. What would that profit, the powers that be? So that's the best way he encapsulated you niggas, to make you think that you're not even in slavery. This ain't real life. That's cold.
And then he can control the narrative with buzzwords. Esau controls the Israelite communities with buzzwords. Everything is a buzzword, black culture. So when Esau yells out black culture on one of these commercials, Jake already has this type of idea and concept of black culture? Okay. Oh, Mexicans? I'm a Mexican. I'm a taco eating nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Oh, I'm a Native American? Oh, okay, I'm supposed to have them feathers and jump around. That's what I'm supposed to do.
I'm supposed to say I'm a Crip.
Yeah, I'm supposed to be a
blood.
blood, yo.
Nigga, you wasn't born like that.
Nigga, I'm big blood, I'm big crip.
No.
That's black culture for niggas,
Them
man.
niggas is
Niggas can't even fight, but they the biggest bloods and Crips in the earth. Can't even fight.
Go ahead, keep going.
Verse 7. Thus will I make Mount Seir most.
Oh, and it said, it sussed out and chase blood, roughly paraphrasing, blood is going to pursue thee. The way Esau's been able to chase blood is with that sword. He's been able to destroy with the sword. He's been able to draw blood with that sword. Right? Go ahead.
It says, thus will I make Mount Seir most desolate.
Now, who is Mount Seir? Mount Seir is Esau. That represents Esau, because that's his habitation. The Lord said He's going to make him desolate. All right? That means that the Lord is going to break his kingdom down at the end. Okay? The Lord is going to let Esau rise up to a certain point, all right, to destroy the fabric of life, and then eventually the Lord is going to take Esau out of power. Okay? And bring him to a lower state. You see? Because all of this wickedness has to be answered. Can we get that Obadiah where it talks about the Lord is going to get that revenge on his ass? Right? Keep going on that.
It reads, and cut off from it him that passeth out and him that returneth.
Right, because Mount Seir, the land of Esau, okay, is getting ready to be cut off. You Edomites, you devils are getting ready to get your recompense. You ain't got away with that shit. Especially, you know, the white woman, because she walk around like she's just innocent. I had nothing to do with slavery. It'd be the white woman is the main one that'll jump to the black woman's aid. I feel your pain.
Carry.
Like her ass wasn't up on chattel slavery, helping chase down Negroes. Throwing bottles at the black woman's face. Bitch, fuck you. You was forward in the affliction of the Israelites too. You white she-devil bitch. You was doing the same shit. You reap the benefits. But the white woman is a chameleon. She'll reap the benefits whatever works. So now she's in America and it's an equality life. Now the white woman is, oh, okay, well, I'm for everybody now.
You can be my maid.
Yeah, we can hang out. No, but she's still a devil.
It's understandable though. Esau's weak. The white woman gotta be with the white man. He's a fucking clown. He can't smack it right. He can't do shit. He can't dance. I mean, I'll be mad too. This motherfucker. It's only these other women that think he's so great until they get with him. Then they realize, well, this nigga is the lamest motherfucker ever.
Every black woman that get with the so-called white man, she always get to a point to where she be like, this nigga crazy.
She got a side.
Even though she gonna stay with him,
Yeah.
she always gets to that point like, that white nigga crazy.
Yeah, because he can pull in the society a little bit. So they'll stay with him just because of that, but she about to smash everything.
Yeah.
You know? And if she meet the right Jake, she leaving that nigga.
Bro, straight up.
You know?
You know what I mean? Because Esau, don't nobody want to be with Esau. He's a bastard. Him, his children, fuck his children, man. Talk about no little Edomite babies, man. Fuck them, man.
Joe said he's gonna cut off his children, his nephew. There's not gonna be no remnant left of the house of Esau. Not even a nephew. We're gonna split up your family just like you did us.
Goddamn devil, man.
One
Fuck
big,
you,
one
nigga.
big bonfire. It's gonna be. We're gonna have a good time doing it too. Before bad.
We're gonna have a barbecue.
Push that nigga up in
We're
there.
gonna drink that night before. We're gonna
Yep.
feel like we can't wait for tomorrow.
Damn.
Shit.
Push that nigga up in that fire, nigga. Kick him.
Kick-
Can you get that? You got
Which one did you want? House of Jacob? That shall be done?
yeah.
Okay. Obadiah 1 and 18, it says, in the house of Jacob shall be a fire, in the house of Joseph a flame.
Yeah, the house of Joseph the Flame. I mean, 2 kingdoms. Okay, go up.
And it says in the house of Esau for stubble.
Yeah, the house of Esau for stubble. So meanwhile, you Negroes, you love the so-called white man, right? You love this man, but he's getting ready to be stubble. He's getting ready to be the lowest thing on the planet Earth. He ain't shit. He already the lowest motherfucker on the planet Earth. He just got a little bit more money than the average person. That's all.
Yo, bitch ass.
They stole it.
He stole. He's just this nigga's just a professional thief, and he's stunting with his deceitful riches. So everybody's on this, oh, the white man winning, man, the white man, man.
It's rigged. The game is rigged. That's why you go on any job, any store, some Edomite is gonna always be over Jake, and Jake been there for 50 years.
Yeah.
They just find some Edomite. You can tell he just came out of high school. He ain't even got the credentials. You know, we just need you to. All these big houses, you gotta ask yourself, where do these niggas work? You go up in the Hollywood Hills and these places, like where
Where these niggas work,
Why
man?
Jake ain't? That's because it's rigged. They already know what demographic of people they want to give those things to, man.
Hey, you know, a lot of these Edomites, the average Edomites are Freemasons, right? You had, I seen a video, I don't know where this dude was at, but he walked up on this Edomite, and she had I think, what was it, like a Carlo Rossi watch? That's a $350,000 watch. And it's a regular Edomite just sporting a $350,000 watch, man. Like it ain't nothing. You see? Because a lot of these Edomites, like I said, they're bloodline attached.
They worship through ancient Canaan idols through Satan, so they get a lot.
And and Edomites, they have political ties. That's why you don't want to get into no no legal argument with no Edomite, man. You don't want to get into no legal scrimmage with an Edomite, man, because they got lawyers. They, you know, every Edomite has a lawyer. Their uncle is a surgeon. The game is rigged against you. You'll never be on their level in America.
And
They father's father
they don't have
paved the
college.
way for them.
They don't have college debt.
No, they don't.
Let me just say this, just to balance it out. Where a lot of our people get confused, you have a lot of Israelites that look like Edomites. You know what I'm saying? That's part of prophecy, that our people be scattered among all the nations. So you might say, oh, they lying, because I done met cool Edomites, I done met some of them that could dance, that could, you know, probably lay it down and all these different things, but those are actually Israelites. Just confusion in the face. They, you know, their spirit is really Israelite. You know, they just, their outer shell, they look like the heathen. Because our people have been replicating with the heathen woman since the beginning of time. So you got Israelites that look like these heathens. But a real Edomite, that's who we're talking about.
Right.
So you can't get it confused because you'll think you're making this up because you met some. No, you gotta try the spirit by the spirit.
Right. Go ahead.
And it says, and they shall kindle in them and devour them. And there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord, Yahweh Shai, had spoken.
Yeah, there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau. So pretty soon your Caucasian daddy is getting ready to die, man. Well, he's getting ready to be chased out the earth once again. All right, because that's who's been giving you bitch ass niggas your little liberty. Jake walking around with twinkle toe. You know what I mean? Jake all the way turned out because Esau gives him that liberty. We know what it is, man.
You turned out because a nigga give you liberty? What happened to being a football player, or being the toughest dude, or being Superman or something? A nigga give you liberty to be a faggot.
They gave Jake an excuse to not be a man.
Yeah. You ain't gotta be no man.
You don't gotta be no man.
And you're right, he did give Jake the excuse not to be a man because he took away all the manly things of Jake. Jake is supposed to build his own house.
Go ahead and be a bitch.
A man is supposed to build his own house. A man is supposed to, you know what I mean, pretty much hunt his own food, right? Prepare his own meal. And then, but what did Esau do? Esau put every man in like in a coddled, coddled apartment to where all he got to do is just get on the phone and just make calls and everything's already prepared for him. He ain't got a hunt to make nothing happen.
He heapeth everybody unto himself. You know, families, the fathers are supposed to, all right, son, you're going to grow up. I started this legacy for you. All you got to do is follow. I already got it set up. If you want to do something else, that's cool. But Esau, you know, he heapeth everybody to himself. So all you can do is sit in the apartment, get you a customer service job, some weak ass shit.
Yeah.
Big ass bodybuilder, a fucking customer service nigga.
He's out of office.
Nigga breaking, I forget what comedian, he breaking the speakers and shit.
Nigga fucking muscles is poking through the goddamn collar shirt. You know, this nigga look ridiculous in a collar shirt. Biggest nigga look like he need to be doing something physical. That should be his job. This nigga got a little headpiece on. Hi, how's it going? No, I don't know. Esau, what the fuck? That's what Esau did. Took away the man's ability to provide for himself, right?
When you apply for a job, they ask you your nationality. African American, Mexican, they do that shit.
That's
so
fucked
say, what
up.
does that have to do with the job? You know what I mean? They look through it. Oh, we ain't going with him, we go with Tom. You know?
And that's that witchcraft because he only give you process of elimination of choices. I gotta put black. I don't even be wanting to put that. I put Native American on that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Cause you already know, especially now 2023, you niggas done gave us a bad name.
Yeah.
They read that shit. Oh no, this
Oh,
that
no.
shit.
Nigga with a blunt.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, nigga with a blunt running off at lunch. Yeah.
Any brothers got anything? I got
some.
Close it. You got something? Go ahead. Let's get everything and then I'm gonna close it with this.
This is Job 20:4. It says, knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment.
Now, who do we say was the wicked? Malachi 1 and 4, like we already read. The triumphing of the wicked is short. That's that little season, right? Esau's reign is going to be short compared to what we going to get in the kingdom. And you know, he didn't really even, if you really think about it, compared to what we going to get, he didn't really get anything. The Lord, he got dominion over the planet Earth in a bug out freaky way though. But he ain't even got the whole earth. He can't even go all the way to the bottom, and he can't even go all the way to the top.
Well, the Lord said the earth wouldn't yield its fruit when he would receive the land. That's why he gotta make it. Can't grow shit.
Yeah.
He gotta alter this shit. The earth is not putting forth like he would like it to for him.
Yeah, so you know, his triumphing is short. You know, why would the Lord continue to let this shit happen? You know what I mean? Continue to keep letting niggas bugged out crackheads running up and, you know what I mean? You know, and it's getting worse. It's getting worse. It ain't like it's dialing back. It ain't like wickedness is getting less. It's getting worse, actually. Right? So why would the Lord continue to let this go on? The Lord has to destroy this society. Okay? The Lord has to. The triumphing of the wicked is short.
You got a bugged out doctrine after saying after the 1,000-year period that Esau's going to come back in the power of the kingdom of heaven, but it's going to be over though. We're going to burn his ass up within 1,000 years.
No, that's real. Look up, bro.
This is Luke 12, And 2, for there is nothing covered that shall not be revealed, neither hid that shall not be known. Therefore, whatsoever ye have spoken in darkness shall be heard in the light, and that which ye have spoken in the ear in the closets shall be proclaimed upon the housetops. And that's what we're doing out here. You know what I'm saying? Nobody knows about the history we told them. They asked a 5th grade history teacher about this, and they're going to try to go to war with you because they went to a USC and learned it. But that ain't shit. All the colleges for us to put you in debt. You can come get this for free. You know?
Yeah, you know, we went into a detailed lesson today on who Esau is. You know, it should be our people that should really be up here.
They should lace us with some bread.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Well, we just broke down who this man is, where he come from, why he's here, what he's here to do. But once again, goes right over people's head because they too fucking stupid to hear it.
They're too far behind.
Too far
What
behind.
college did you guys go to? You know, they come over and ask us that. You got a doctorate. You got the spirit. That's what we got, the Rakaku doctrine.
It's scholar. What we pretty much doing, real scholars, they'll tell you about the different tribes of the Native Americans. They'll tell you the path of Christopher Columbus, what he really came to do, how we're the Israelites, you know, in detail. You know, over there in South America, when I forget who it was, Cortez, I can't remember. When he came over there, you know, they saluted him. They were saluting each other with the Shema prayer. Okay, that was an Israelite custom. They were speaking Hebrew.
They used the book of Esdras.
Yep, they used Esdras, the 13th chapter, Christopher Columbus, and he was fighting with those niggas over there. I don't remember if it was Spain or whatever. And other Edomites telling them, nah, the earth ain't flat, because he was often reading the scriptures. He was like, nah, because the northern kingdom is over there. You know, he knew the trip they took. They over there in the Americas. So this is scholarly information that you people have been cut off from. You just have been indoctrinated in these schools to be complete zombies and idiots and homosexuals. You know?
I got this last script to close it out. It's Psalms 137 and 7.
Yeah.
Psalms 137 and 7, it says, remember, O Lord, the children of Edom in the day of Jerusalem, who said, raise it, even to the foundation thereof. And raising it is basically burning it down. And Esau, he burned down everything that we had, man. He burned down all of our temples, you know, all of our history. He burnt down the relationship that we have with our women, the relationship that we have with our children. He burned down our entire culture, man. All right, and gave us, you know, a degenerate culture, okay, that our people are playing out today, and they don't even know it. They don't know why they call themselves Mexican. They don't know why they call themselves Latino, or Native American, or a Jamaican, or you know what I mean, or I'm a Haitian, I'm a Dominican, I'm a Puerto Rican. They don't even know where that comes from. That's because the devil has burnt your identity. He's burned it down to the ground, okay? All right, and he's giving you a pseudo identity, man, to where he can control the narrative.
Use science.
Yeah, he's giving you science to prove that this is why you're a Mexican. But you got that stupid ass shit where niggas believe Mexicans are not really real people. You see, it's two Spaniards. They came together and native. Shut the fuck up, man. That's Esau's science he came up with.
This is God.
You see? It says, O daughter of Babylon. You see, O daughter of Babylon. You see how it made the correlation between Esau and Babylon? Which shows you that America, which is spiritually Babylon, is controlled by the Edomites.
It's a daughter of Babylon.
Right.
And that's the spirit, because ancient Babylon, which is modern day Iraq. Ancient Babylon is modern day Iraq. They just recently went over there. Esau sent his U.S. troops over there. What they found out they were really doing was destroying the rest of those dark-skinned relics over there. All of those Babylonian structures.
Right.
There's a lot of dark-skinned, proving the Israelites was over there. You know? So daughter of Babylon, let's not talk about that Babylon, you know, in modern day Iraq. It's talking about now, the daughter of them, you know, the offspring.
It says, happy shall he be. Oh yeah, it says, O daughter of Babylon, who art to be destroyed. Happy shall he be that rewarded thee as thou hast served us. Right. And the scriptures say that slavery, okay, pretty much the Israelites being on top of the world, okay, and getting dominion over their oppressors. The scriptures say That is the faith and the patience of the saints. Okay, our faith and patience is that we get retribution, okay, on these goddamn devils for what they did to our people, man. All right? That's what the fuck we want. A real man wants revenge. You bitch ass niggas, you want to be an NFL player. You want to be a comedian in America. You ain't shit.
You want to be a clown.
You want to be a clown. You want to be a court jester.
That's right.
You want to shuck and jive for the white man and all these other nations.
We want vengeance.
We want vengeance, man.
Yeah.
The fuck, man?
That made him turn around right there. You ain't never heard that, huh, Esau?
Demon.
You know?
That's what we want. We want to come up, man. We want to get physical with this devil, man. All right? That's why it says, happy shall he be that we're saying, happy shall he be that rewarded thee as thou hast served us. Look how you served us. You got us in the ghettos and shit, man. You still ain't told us who the fuck we is, man. Esau know who he is. He still ain't told us. Yep. To this day, he still ain't told us, man. Yep. Supposed to have some mercy on this goddamn devil. Fuck you goddamn pasty bastards, man.
That's right.
Verse,
all you nations, really. It's a lot.
Yeah, for real. Yeah.
All these fucking nations.
Verse 9. It says, happy shall he be that taketh and dasheth thy little ones against the stones, man. Mm-hmm. So what that sound like, man? What you do to our children? What did you do to our children, you devil, and during the times of slavery, man? You was raping the little girls, man, when they was 7 years old, man. You was raping them, man.
Joel the 3rd chapter, yo.
You demon.
We ain't gonna let that go. Like the water, like the Lord said, if the Lord hadn't left a remnant, we'd be as unto Sodom and Gomorrah.
He was ripping babies out of the Israelite woman's stomach. The fuck, you know what I mean? Crazy shit, this man. And look what he's doing to the Israelite children now. Got them bugged out and gay and soft.
Look at this. That's a lot. My bad.
Pickle face, bitch.
This shit is sad. Hey, this is a shame, man. And these other countries are laughing at you faggot ass Americans. But you're nothing but a bunch of faggots, even the ones that got women. Them Russians gonna come over here and crack you niggas' backs, man.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Faggot ass motherfuckers, man.
Yeah, it's real.
So I gotta get that shit off my chest. I'm tired of this shit. How the fuck are you laughing at this shit, man? Children are being destroyed and shit. Niggas is being put to death by this tyrannical guy. There's all kind of shit going on and niggas is laughing. You're a pure faggot.
Fucker, man. You ain't shit.
That's why the scriptures say we're gonna laugh at y'all calamity. We're gonna be having a ball when all hell is breaking loose because we know what the hell is going on when y'all bugged out looking for answers.
Ain't nothing funny. It ain't really nothing to laugh about, bro. It's like,
it's fucked up, man.
Yeah.
Look at the black woman, man. I mean, you love the black woman. You hate to love that motherfucker, but it is fucked up to where she's become.
The black woman is terrible.
That's what the fuck. And what that's funny? Funny that she run around with a wig. She look like a goddamn demon. She, you know, the black woman is running around throwing punches at grown men and shit.
Everybody
funny about that? A nation being destroyed? Something fucking funny about that, huh? All right, well, it's gonna be funny, man, when the Lord get busy out here on these streets, man. It's gonna be real funny.
That's right.
All right, demons. So with that, we'll go ahead and wrap it up, man. Give all praises once again to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and great millstone, man, who taught us this truth, man. And you know what, man? Fuck this motherfucker, man. Straight up, man.
Ball.
You know what I mean? Ball, man. All right? Fuck this goddamn place, man. Okay? And don't let nothing hold you down, man. Okay? With that, we'll go ahead and say shalom.
Shalom.